following broadcast of BigElkTV.com is presented by the Bank of Western Oklahoma, where people come first.
It's now or never for the 2024 Elk City Elks. Tonight's trip to Bridge Creek is a must-win for the Brown and White to make a school record-tying fifth straight trip to the Class 4A playoffs. Bobcats trying to punch their ticket into the playoffs for only the seventh time in school history, first since 2011. Will Bridge Creek hold on to the fourth and final playoff spot, or will the Elks take a monumental step toward another playoff run? Let's find out. It's the Elk City Elks and Bridge Creek Bobcats, live from Jerry Wallace Field in Bridge Creek, Oklahoma. It's time for Big Elk football.
That must have been last year. Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Bank of Western Oklahoma's presentation of Big Elk football. Tonight, it's the Elk City Elks on the road in Bridge Creek, a must-win 4A one playoff matchup, or basically for the playoffs between the Elks and the Bobcats of Bridge Creek. Glad to have you along for the day-to-day. Tonight we're in the stands. It's been hectic. It's cold. I can see why Denny and Caleb and Kenny are always freezing when the game's over, Jared.
Oh, they're wusses. This isn't that bad. This is nice. This is a perfect night. It's not raining. It's not windy. It's November. It's supposed to feel like this. It's supposed to feel like football weather. I love it. I love it. I love being outside.
I'm soft, Denny. I'm too soft to be on the chiropractic coast sideline. It is different than when we were here a couple of years ago because there's turf field that was different than the grass. What's the playing surface like down there on the chiropractic coast sideline?
It is. It's a new turf field, and it's beautiful. It's going to be soft and be able to run fast with green gloves and stuff.
Not much wind over here on our side. I don't know if the press box is stopping that or not. Looking at the flags on the north end, not a ton, maybe just a slight south breeze out there tonight, Denny.
Yeah, it's just a slight breeze. I mean, I don't even know. I'm looking at some of the flags that are beside y'all, and they're kind of blowing. But then you look at the American flag, and it's just straight down. So, not much of a breeze.
It's a must-win game for the Elks tonight against Bridge Creek as far as the playoffs go. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with more gas pre-game show. Have the Paul Jones Drugs interview with Coach Maynard and also quarterback Logan Webb. Just about 20 minutes away from the Elite Aesthetics Kick. It's the Bank of Western Oklahoma's presentation of Elk City football.
Are you looking for a bank that understands your needs and works as hard as you do? Welcome to Bank of Western Oklahoma, proudly serving our area since 1908, offering free checking with no monthly fees and convenient mobile banking. Whether you're in Cordell, Elk City, Woodward, or any of our 6 locations, we're always nearby. Bank of Western Oklahoma, where the Western Oklahoma spirit is alive and well. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
You love McDonald's world-famous fries, and now every fry you buy sends love to families in our community with ill or injured children. Penny for a pound means your local McDonald's is donating 1 penny for every pound of fries sold, all to benefit local RMHC chapters. 116 million pounds of McDonald's world-famous fries have been sold, raising over $1.16 million for Ronald McDonald House Charities, Oklahoma City. Share your love of fries today because every penny counts.
McDonald's at Weatherford, Clinton, and in Elk City, proudly owned and operated by the Phillips family. Paul Jones Drug offers a service that makes taking your daily medications safe and easy. It's called convenience packaging, meaning they can combine all your daily medications and put them in sealed, separate daily packages. This process replaces you from having to fill your daily medication dispenser. And as always, Paul Jones Drug prepares individual blister packaging for long-term care patients. With their drive-through window, curbside service, and free local delivery, it's just more reasons you should choose Paul Jones Drug, 809 North Main Street in Elk City.
I'm Rodney Skinner with Paul Jones Drug, and I promise we provide care you can trust.
Endurance Federal Credit Union supports Elk City schools, and now you can too with the Elk City Elks debit card. With every swipe, a percentage goes to help our schools. Stop by 105 Regional Drive next to Walmart in Elk City for all the details. You're just a swipe away from making a huge difference. Endurance Federal Credit Union is insured by NCUA and Equal Housing Lender.
At GAS, we're committed to fostering the achievements of the next generation. Through the Elk City Public Schools extracurricular activities, we're nurturing talent and inspiring excellence. Our My Future benchmark testing program empowers students to reach new heights, unlocking their full potential and preparing them for a bright future. Join us in supporting our youth, because their future is our mission. GAS, powering the dreams of tomorrow, today.
Welcome back to the GAS pregame show ahead of the Big Elks and the Bridge Creek Bobcats. Big time Class 4A District 1 matchup tonight. We've got Coach Maynard in here for his Paul Jones Drug interview. Coach, real quick recap last week. Hard fought game once again. Thought you guys played exceptionally well, exceptionally hard. Just weren't quite able to sneak out a win against Weatherford.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I told the kids on Sunday. In those big games, you got to have the ball maybe bounce your way once or twice, or really bounce away from the other team, and it just didn't happen for us Friday night. And but you take the good with the bad, you learn from it, you move on, you move forward, and it's like I told them, we still got a lot to play for.
And that's obviously true tonight. Down at Bridge Creek, a team that's gotten a little bit better each year that they've been on our schedule over the last couple. This is a game, obviously, you have to win to be able to put yourself in position for next week to solidify that fourth and final playoff spot. What challenges is Bridge Creek going to present to your defense tonight?
Yeah, a lot of quarterback run game, really good athlete, and they pair that with a really good tailback as well, in 40. So, we'll have to be ready to stop the run. They're about 73% run, from spread formations, and so you still have to honor the guys outside as well. But I believe we're ready. I believe our kids are excited. They know what's at stake. They know the opportunity at hand, and I believe we'll show up and play well.
You mentioned 40, man. He looks like like a bowling ball type of guy. He's built low to the ground. How much does playing, say, Collins from Clinton, Meyer from Elgin last week with Blackman and Short from Weatherford, how much does that help you getting in those games with similar type guys?
Yeah, we've even the Joshua kids. Seems like we've played a pretty good tailback almost every week this year, so it shouldn't be a shocker. Obviously, the kid's a good runner; he's a good player, but we've seen some really good tailbacks as well.
You mentioned the quarterback run game with those zone reads. It feels like we've said this a few times this year. You got to play your assignment. How important is that for the guys to not try to do somebody else's job, just do your own job and trust that the other guy on the defensive side is going to have his thing done? I
think the key to that is to do it early and do it often. You don't really start trying to do someone else's job until someone's not doing their job. So to do it early and do it often, have our eyes in the right place, read our keys, go to where the keys tell us to go to, and we'll be fine. We've got it. Coach Easton's got it schemed up really well. So we'll have to just do our job and do our role.
Offensively, just kind of watching them a little bit, it feels like they really kind of sell out to stop the run game. At the same time, though, you see big runs against them possible when somebody's a little bit out of place. So I'm sure, you start out trying to run it down their throat would be my guess on the game plan.
Yeah, that hasn't really changed much all year. But no, we will be opportunistic. Obviously, just like a week ago, and like we have been all year, when opportunities present themselves, when you've kind of figured out exactly what the defense is trying to accomplish, we're not afraid to take shots. We trust Logan and his arm and Bowie and the offensive line to protect them. So we're not afraid to take shots, But ultimately, yeah, it's nice to really be able to run the football when you want to.
You mentioned the offensive line. That was probably the biggest question mark, at least going into the season. It feels like as it's moved along, last couple of games, you had the same guys out there in the same spots. Talk about their progression, not only throughout the entire season, but really in the district, how much better they've gotten.
Yeah, it's been really tough for them because it's been different guys. Really, for the first 5 weeks, it was a different guy at a different place almost every week. And really, the last 2 weeks, Douglas and Weatherford now 2 weeks in a row, we've had the same offensive line. And a lot of that's continuity. They're making checks and talking to each other about calls and what the defense is doing in game. And so you have to being able to play, and the more reps they get together, the better they're going to get. There won't be as many busts, and obviously I feel like that was that way last week, and planning for it to be that way this week as well.
Weatherford did a great job of bracketing Cole and not really letting him be a deciding factor. Is that something you guys look at? And then, in a game like this that you absolutely have to win, do you change maybe just a little bit to get the ball, force it in his hands, or do you just kind of take what the defense gives you?
Yeah, there's a couple things a couple ways that we can force it into his hands and do that. And we moved him around formationally to try to get him in the slot or get him in different places, even in the backfield, to get him the ball. And the way when we meet on Saturdays and Sundays. If I'm playing us, I'm taking 3 away. Mm-hmm. And so, we have to have a plan for if they do. We have to have a plan for if they don't. And, obviously we've done that the last 2 weeks. And last week really felt like it worked really well for most part of the game. And it'll be the same way pretty much the rest of the year. We'll have plans for several things.
One last guy that no one ever really talks about until something bad happens. But Braulio. Talk about how good he's been. Seriously, he's kind of figured out the kickoffs a little bit better each week, and he's been fantastic on the extra points. Talk about Braulio Luna and his progression through the season as your kicker. Yeah, he's been great, and he's a great kid. He's fun to be around. Always got a smile on his face, and when he makes them, he's always got a pretty good little celebration too. He looks at the referee and he's like, "Are you going to make sure that it's good?" It's awesome. I mean, we joke about it, but at the first of the season against Canadian in the first game, let's say, if you had an extra point to tie the game, I don't know how many of the fans in the brown and white would have been overly confident that it's split in the uprights. Whereas last Friday, with 4.5 minutes to go, we have to have an extra point to tie it. And I don't think anybody really thought, he might not make this. No, it was pure confidence. The only question would have been is maybe we want to take the lead right now and get one more stop and end it. But no, he's been great. He's been fantastic. Like I said, great kid. Always has a smile on his face. He's awesome. And he's made a few tackles, too, which is unfortunate at times, but he has. Coach, we got to do one thing tonight. What is the key to this game, earning this win and setting up next week as a win, and you're for sure in to the playoffs? Well, just take care of the football, do your job on defense, and be extremely physical. All right, Coach, thank you very much. Good luck tonight against the Bobcats. It's Elk City and Bridge Creek. That's Paul Jones Drug interview. We'll come back. Logan Webb will be with Jared Atha for his interview. More gas pregame show ahead of the Big Elks and Bridge Creek. It's the Bank of Western Oklahoma's presentation of Elk City football.
After renting a duplex for a couple of years, my wife and I were beyond excited to take our baby and move into our own home. Almost a decade later, we had 2 more kids, and we were beyond excited again to move our family of 5 into a bigger home. Finding a place is difficult. So is selling what you've got when it's time to move on. It's the kind of thing you need to leave to the pros. Nobody's better than RE/MAX All-American Realty in Elk City. Take a look at their Facebook page. These decisions are too important to go it alone.
Looking for the perfect grill? Find yours at Ace. Because at Ace, the perfect grill comes with free assembly, delivery, and fuel. Like the Weber Gas Grill, Big Green Egg Charcoal Grill, Traeger Wood Pellet Grill, and Blackstone Gas Griddle. You won't find all these premium brands and service at a warehouse store, only at your neighborhood Ace. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Owners George and Jim Bob Browning invite you to visit the locally owned Ace Home Centers nearest you, or shop online at elksupply.com.
Great people give customers a great experience. Our master technicians have the best training there is in auto repair. We have more master techs than any dealership in the area. The transport team is happy to come get your vehicle, have it serviced, and bring it back to you for a no-hassle oil change. The finance department and sales team make it easy for you to buy the vehicle you want, and the office staff does the admin work necessary to take care of our customers. These great people are the Barbara Dyson difference.
At Culver Electric, we provide top-tier electrical services, ensuring your home and business are powered with excellence. From routine maintenance to full-service installations, our expert team ensures your electrical systems operate seamlessly. We are your trusted Generac and Kohler dealer, offering installations that guarantee reliability when you need it most. Contact us today to experience the Culver Electric difference.
Who can solve this equation? Ooh! Me. Anyone else? Fine. Jake from State Farm. Again.
Right. It's the personal price plan theorem. If you bundle your home and auto, that can equal an affordable price just for you. Bundling. Just another way to save with the personal price plan.
Call State Farm agent Daniel Garbarino in Elk City today.
Circle A Western Wear is proud to be the official sideline camera sponsor of Big Elk TV. For over 40 years, we have been serving Western Oklahoma with the best in boots, hats, and workwear. And now we're standing tall with our hometown team. Whether you're in the stands or on the ranch, Circle A has everything you need to stay tough, look sharp, and keep winning. Visit us at Circle A in Elk City or shop online for all your Western wear needs. Circle A, where tradition meets toughness. Let's go Big Elks.
Welcome back to Big Elk TV, also Cool 94. It's our coverage of the Elk City Elks on the road, taking on the Bridge Creek Bobcats. Pivotal game today where a win gets you into the playoffs, and it's turned into a regular thing out here in Elk City for the Big Elks to get into the playoffs. With me right now is starting quarterback Logan Webb. Logan, thanks for being on with us again. Appreciate you. And first off, let's talk about last week. Tough game again against an opponent, a rival opponent in Weatherford. You came out, you gave them a fight, just came up short. But again, I thought you played very, very well. Kind of recap that game in your mind, how it went for you personally.
I thought we were doing really good. We went in the half up, which is what we planned. We planned on beating them, and then came out, had a not very good third quarter, and then I fumbled the ball. I can't do that in big games like that. And then fourth quarter, we didn't get a whole lot of calls go our way, which can't leave it in the hands of the refs, but. Not the outcome we wanted, but we just got to go take care of business this week. You have to feel positive. I mean, that's a team it's a well-built team. They've been playing together for a long time. This was the year they kind of had circled for a long time as being seniors. And you gave them a great fight. And that's probably a team that might win a couple games in the playoffs. Yeah. So do you take some encouragement from that? Yeah, I'm glad the way we fought. It really brought us together as a team. That makes me really proud as a senior. We all came together. So, yeah.
You gave both of the rivals a good fight. And so let's put that behind us. Look ahead to tonight. Again, we know what's at stake. It's simple. We win this game in the playoffs. And Bridge Creek appears to be a little better than what they have been in the past. They, too, are in a position where they can be playing in the playoffs for the first time in a long time. Sure. What have you seen about the Bobcats?
They like to do a bunch of quarterback run. They're going to sell out, stop the run, so we just got to take advantage of the shots we get and hold them on defense.
Who do they remind you of, if you can compare them to anybody?
Kind of like a Cash, but with more quarterback run. They're a solid team. You can't take them lightly, because you take them lightly, they'll be in a dogfight, but I think if we go handle business, we'll be all right.
What about defensively? As a quarterback, what have you seen? Have you taken some mental notes on how to attack them?
Yeah, we're going to shove the ball down their throat until they stop it. And then once they want to come up and bring a couple guys in the box, we'll throw it over their head.
Very good. Last question. Who do you want to give a shout-out to?
My mom.
Great answer. Love the mom shout-outs. Logan, go get them. Stay healthy. Let's get the playoffs, all right?
Yes, sir.
Coming up, we got the coin flip, the national anthem, and the kickoff. Again, a very big game ahead of us. Keep it right here. It is Big Elk TV and Cool 94.
If you don't have motor oils or filters, your equipment's not going to run. If you got something broke, you need a bolt for it. You got to have that stuff. You got to have your greases to keep everything running good. Camrock is the name of the company. We've got what you need for your agriculture or oil field industry, whatever you need.
Your farmer need a hose built. You can come in, we'll build it. Oil field customer will come out and see you and take an order or pick up a hose, build it, bring it back to you. American Hose and Supply in Camrock Building next to Fred's.
It's 2111 South Main, Elk City.
Are headaches, migraines, or dizziness interrupting your life?
Are you an expectant mother or have young children in need of specialized care?
At the Chiropractic Co., we have solutions for you. I'm Dr. Brooks, and I specialize in upper cervical care to treat whiplash, post-concussive syndromes, and complex neurological conditions.
And I'm Dr. Michaela, and I offer gentle, effective care for babies, mamas, and young kids. Come find relief and support for your whole family at the Chiropractic Co.
Just call us today at 580-339-8078 or visit thechiropractic.co.
Hi, I'm Shannon Bowie, RN. My husband, John Bowie, and I are the owners of Elite Aesthetics.
Do you have stubborn age spots, sun damage, unwanted hair growth? We can treat these using our Cyton laser, performing the halo treatment, broadband light treatment, laser hair removal treatment. We also offer Botox and Dysport injections to soften fine lines. Want to target your pores and brighten your skin? Try our Diamond Peel Microdermabrasion procedure. We also carry the Obagi skincare line and the Elta MD products. Call us today for your free consultation and let us help you age gracefully. Find us on Facebook.
Protect your family by safely storing all your medications. For information on the dangers of drug use, visit samhsa.gov. Order a free naloxone kit or fentanyl test strips at okimready.org. This program is funded by Oklahoma Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services, Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, the Center for Substance Abuse Prevention, Southwestern Oklahoma Development Authority, and the Beckham County Drug Prevention Coalition.
So you want to create your future, discover a path worth traveling down, find a career to get excited about. For decades, Western Tech has been training talented, skilled individuals, empowering them to step into a career that fuels not only their life, but the Oklahoma workforce. These individuals are the heartbeat of this state's economy. Individuals just like you. Create your future today at Western Tech.
Welcome back here to Western Oklahoma's presentation of Big Elk football. As you see the Big Elks spilling onto the field out of the south end zone here at Bridge Creek, courtesy of that Circle A Western Wear sideline cam. It's the Elk City Elks and the Bridge Creek Bobcats for fourth place, at least for the Elks, that is. They have to win this game. If Bridge Creek wins, they sew up fourth place in the district, and they will be headed to the playoffs for the first time since 2011. Denny, you were down there for the SWOTA coin toss. Tell us exactly what happened on that SWOTA coin toss.
So we got the choice to call the flip. Catch called tails, landed on tails. We decided to defer to the second half, and Bridge Creek took the ball, and so we said we're kicking from the south end zone.
All right, appreciate SWOTA. Lives are worth saving on the SWOTA coin toss. Now let me ask you, Denny, what is your Camrock key to the game for the Big Elks tonight?
Well, we've got to come out and play physical. Go play physical and have high intensity and just do our assignments.
Denny, Jared, what is your Camrock key to the game?
Stop the run. They don't want to throw it. They're not very good at throwing it. So stop the run. You're going to have a lot of success. As simple as that. Play good defense against the run.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's just be disciplined. Eye discipline against the run, because there's going to be a lot of that quarterback zone read type stuff. Braulio Luna with the Elite Aesthetics kickoff. High, short, far side. Fair catch called for and made by Bridge Creek at about their own 37-yard line. Over there on the up back for Bridge Creek was Hudson Miller. He's a freshman. He'll play a bunch of safety for the Bobcats here tonight. Glad to have you along. Class 4A District 1 action. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID. This is Big Elk Football.
You're listening to Big Elk Sports on 94.3 KXOO Elk City. Cool 94.
2x2 formation, first play from scrimmage for Bridge Creek. First and 10 at their own 37-yard line. Snap back, hand off to Wyatt Leonard. He's met at the line of scrimmage, bounces off a tackle, and now he's going to be corralled after a gain of about 2 to the 39-yard.
Looked like Colin Church was the first one there. Just kind of hit him right in the face.
You'll see that from Wyatt Leonard, man. He runs hard, low to the ground type guy. Kind of a bowling ball approach there for Leonard. He gained 2 to the 39. It'll be 2nd and 8 there for Bridge Creek. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Quarterback is Morrow. Snap. Handoff is going to be a keep to Morrow, trying to find some room on the outside. Great job there. Hemming him in as Jackson MacArthur and Catch Gino combined for a sack back to the 36-yard line. That's a loss of 3 yards, and they'll bring up a 3rd and long on the first possession here for Bridge Creek.
In that 3-by-1 set, it looks like that we've got something spying the quarterback on the 3 receiver side, because we only have one guy manned up back here on the backside with the 1 receiver.
So it's 3rd down and 11, first possession. Bridge Creek working left to right. 3 right, 1 left. Morrow has the snap. looks. Now he kind of rolls to the right, stops, goes back to the left, looking for some room to run, throws it over in the middle of the field. It is going to be tipped and almost intercepted. Should have been caught by Wesley Graham, just a little behind him, and the Elks had a shot at it. It falls incomplete, and it looks like the Big Elks have got a Brad O'Hara Farmers Insurance defensive stop. Jared, that's one thing that Coach Maynard talked about with us, is you got to be, the quarterback can move well enough, you got to stay connected to those guys down the field.
Yeah, I was impressed with the blocking up front by the Bobcats, but I was more impressed with the secondary for the Big Elks, able to contain as long as they could. Now number 2 was wide open. Let's not kid ourselves.
Snap back to Morrow. Right down the middle of the field. Bowie's got the punt at the 34. Dances out of a tackle, looking far side, trying to stiff arm a man, does at the 40. Then he kind of got a turf monster there at the 39, but he's going to be knocked down at the 42-yard line. So the Big Elks do get the Brad O'Hara Farmers Insurance defensive stop right off the bat with the 3 and out. They take over with fantastic field position, 1st and 10 at their own 42. We played a minute and a half here in the first quarter. No score on the Ace Home Center scoreboard between the Big Elks and the Bridge Creek Bobcats.
I said this turf was new turf, and it's a little bit taller than probably some of the worn-down stuff, and just reached up and grabbed him.
We'll get you the Sonic starting lineup here in just 1 second as the Elks wishbone formation. Handoff is going to be to Wynn. Jaden dances through a tackle, spins away at the 45. Now he's thrown down after a gain of about 5 out to the 47-yard line. The Big Elk Sonic starting lineup on the offensive side. Cotton Sean is the left tackle, Kason Cobb the left guard, Adrian Acosta the center, Deshaun Jackson the right guard, and Aiden Muse the right tackle. Quarterback is Logan Webb. The Elks came out in the wishbone formation with Webb the quarterback, and then you had Wynn, Garza, and Miller the running backs. Tight end was Colin Church, and receiver now Cole Bowie. 2nd down and about 5 for the Elks at their own 47. Handoff up the middle, dancing through a hole near the midfield stripe. It looks like they're going to mark him right shy of midfield. Couldn't tell. I think it was Nate that had it. Yeah, Nate Miller.
Nate. Something you always kind of wonder is, like, what are they going to do to Cole Bowie? You know, well, right now it looks like they're just manning with 0, and the other, they're running two safety defense, and I don't know if that guy's going to get over and help because he's playing the run hard.
So it's 3rd down and 3 after a gain of 2 for the Elks at the 49. We're dropping back, looking for Bowie out on the outside. One-handed grab, but it dances away from a tackler at the 45 to the 42 as Cole just plucked it out of the air with his right hand. That's going to be a Culver electrifying play candidate as another of the first RE/MAX All-American Realty first down on a gain from Bowie from the 49 of the Elks to the 42 of Bridge Creek. 9-yard gain and a 1st and 10. Thank you to Mike and Tammy Stout at RE/MAX All-American Realty. Your one-stop, helping everyone find a home. 1st and 10 Elks at the Bridge Creek 42. No score, 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Webb drops back, looks for Bowie. It's a stop and go. Bowie down the far sideline. Great coverage there by Bryson Muse as he was not fooled whatsoever by the stop and go. Incomplete 2nd and 10.
A little underthrown too. Didn't allow Bowie to come back to it as he turned his head and found the football.
Yeah, if that's thrown more outside shoulder, Cole has a chance to go get it, but the only person that could have caught that one was a Bridge Creek player. So
I'm going to say it's nice to see Wynn back.
And Jaden's out there. See how long he can go. He told me last week that one little turn, and that may have been the end of him.
Just run him over then.
To 2nd and 10, pitch sweep running right is Garza, dances back inside at the 35, still going, almost slipped out of a tackle at the 30. He's going to have a gain from the 42 down to about the 29, so 13 yards and another RE/MAX All-American Realty first down for Tucker Garza. Great blocking on the right side of the line that time as you're watching the State Farm replay. Daniel Garbarino, State Farm agent in Elk City, like a good neighbor. State Farm is there, so the Elks 2 RE/MAX first downs on this first possession. They have a 1st and 10 at the Bridge Creek 29. Under center, handoff to Nate. Miller pushes the pile forward down to about the 26 with a gain of 3 on first down for the sophomore fullback.
The advantages of having Wynn back, even if it is at a limited capacity, it gives these other guys like Miller, less of the workload. You keep them fresher longer in the game. It's kind of the silver lining when Wynn went down. You got some other guys got some work. Now they're all ready to go.
2nd down and 7 for the Elks at the Bridge Creek 26. 8 minutes to play in the first quarter, no score. Pitch sweep runner right is going to be Jaden Wynn. Cuts it at the 25. Stutter steps. Now pushes the pile forward. Rushes it out of bounds inside the Big Elk Auto Mall red zone at the 16-yard line.
The 17-yard line.
And they mark him at the 16. It's a gain of 10 and another Remax All-American Realty first down for the Elks.
Looked pretty good right there. It's a simple pitch and didn't have to cut too much. Just stayed in bounds, got that first down.
Well, they kind of took turns. One block for the Jaden had a great block for Tucker, and then Tucker had a great block for Jaden.
I like it.
First and 10 Elks at the Bridge Creek 16. Handoff up the middle is to Miller. Miller stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Good job by the interior of the Bridge Creek defensive line and the linebackers. Phillips getting up off the pile that time. Hayden Phillips, senior linebacker, wearing number 44, makes the stop. Second and 10. Yeah, another thing, Jared, as far as talking about Jaden, you know what else it does? It keeps Catch on the sideline on offense for the most part and gives him a chance to get a blow for defense.
Yes, that's true.
Second and 10 Elks at the Bridge Creek 16. Snap, pitch running left is going to be Garza. He's got a convoy out ahead, cuts up inside at the 10, now dances away at the 5, still going, pushing the pile forward, reaches out, and he fumbled the football. He tried to reach out over the goal line, he fumbled the football at the 1, and Bridge Creek has it. Trying to reach it out, and unfortunately the ball's knocked loose, so a great first possession is stymied near the goal line for the Elks on the first turnover as Garza got stood up at about the 3, tried to reach it forward over the line to gain, and right there wearing number 2 is Wesley Graham to knock it loose. Couldn't see who got on it for Bridge Creek, but they recovered it at the 4.
I mean, you got to appreciate the effort, but I think maybe when he got kind of submarine like there, he forgot where he was on the field.
First and 10 for the Bridge Creek at the 4. Running left is going to be Leonard trying to get to the outside. Catch has got him right at the 5-yard line after a gain of 1. Good job by the Elks stringing it out there on Leonard. They're going to give him across the 5 to maybe the 6, so a gain of 2 for sophomore Wyatt Leonard. Now we got
down Elk.
Conley.
Big Elk down on the field. Conley Poole.
Ellen, he looks like he's in some pain. It looks like a knee.
Yeah, all the flow was going over there kind of toward him as he was getting blocked, and hate to see that as Poole in there has played really well since recovering from that collarbone over the summertime. This is a beat-up Elks team throughout the entirety of the season, looking to punch their ticket into the playoffs for the 5th straight year. That would tie a school record.
The thing is, certainly would help extend the season if we can get out of this game healthy, get to Woodward, and I'm not going to coach Maynard or be a coach Maynard, but rest some guys and get them ready for maybe a playoff run. But we hate to see someone like this go down. Tickle my throat.
He's walking a little better now. He didn't have much weight on it. Now he's walking. So maybe it was just a
little knee-to-knee contact, or
my wife gets tired of my doctor analysis. I feel like, but. Yeah, he was getting up with no weight, put a little more weight, and then by the time he got off, it looked like he was walking under his own weight. So
he's Josie checks in for him. Slade Josie over the cornerback spot. Second down and 8 for Bridge Creek. 2 back set here at their own 6. Snap back. It's going to be a handoff, trying to sweep out to the right side of the field and thrown to the ground with a loss back to the 5-yard line. It's going to be Peyton Martin. Loss of 1 is 3rd and long.
Look how many white jerseys are around the ball.
Exactly. I was about to say, the defense has done well when combating the run is spread them out wide and gang tackle them, herd tackle them like we like to call it.
So it'll be 3rd down and 9 for Bridge Creek at their own 5. Approaching the midway point of the first quarter, no score between the Elks and the Bobcats. The Elks had it down near the goal line on their first possession, but fumbled the ball away. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Morrow in the shotgun, awaits the snap. It's through his hands. It's going to go over or out the back of the end zone. An unforced safety on the board, and another Brad O'Hara defensive stop for the Elks. Results in 2 points this time for the Elks at the 6:01 mark of the first quarter.
See if we can catch it on the replay.
Yeah, it looked like a good snap. Just looked like it just went to his right just a little bit.
He was expecting it. It just went over his right shoulder, through his hands. It makes you wonder. Okay, I'll admit, I'm a little cold now. It makes you wonder if his hands are a little chilly.
So the Elks defense does a nice job keeping Bridge Creek down inside the 5-yard line after the Elks fumbled the ball away, and it results in a safety, and it's 2-0 on the Ace Home Center scoreboard. Appreciate the Brownings, and also
Jared, there's another safety in the 4A.
No kidding.
4A1, I think, has set a record for the amount of safeties.
The Brownings and Nate Kincannon at Ace Home, helpful place. You know what we're going to have tonight, Jared?
What's that?
At the end of this one, we'll have a McDonald's player of the game. Appreciate the Phillips family at McDonald's of Clinton, Weatherford, and Elk City. McDonald's, I'm loving it. We'll also have a Culver electrifying play of the game. Cole Bowie's one-handed snag for a first down.
It's going to be hard
at
to
the
top
top
that.
of that one so far. Brandon and Jill at Culver Electric, serving Western Oklahoma for 20 years, celebrating that this year. And then also we'll have that Barber Dyson Ford tough hit of the game. Bruce Barber, David and Corbett Dyson, 30 years of experience there. Experience the Barber Dyson difference. Good start if you're the Elks. You know, obviously the one mistake that kept 7 off the board, but you're going to have good field position here as Bridge Creek's going to have to take the free kick at their own 20-yard line, kind of into the breeze a little bit here from north to south. And you don't see this very often in high school. He's going to punt it?
He's going to choose to punt it.
Well, I watched their kickers warm up, and I don't know if somebody could throw it farther than they could have kicked it.
Yeah, they don't kick many extra points. It's mostly 2-point conversions. End over end punt. Bowie's got it at his own 45. Dances across the field left to right, needing a block. Has it at the 40. Sprints down near the 35, and he's tackled from behind. A shoestring tackle made there by Eli Woods. Or Bowie would have had it down inside the 30, maybe even the 20, but knocked off his feet at the 37-yard line. But great field position here for the second possessions for the Elks. 1st and 10 at their own 37, leading 2-0 after the defense forced a safety.
Bowie come around that corner and pointed. Tucker was kind of coming back looking to see where he was running, and he pointed at the guy, and Tucker turned around just in time, but just didn't get him in time, or he might have had 6.
1st and 10 Elks. Snap back, hand off to Jaden. Wynn has a hole over the 35 to the 30, far sideline, 25. Jumps a tackler, still going at the inside the 20. Flag flies from the backside of the play, and the umpire. We'll see what the flag is.
Looks like they got blocking the back right before
he cut back.
Right before he cut back, the kid turned his back, and then we just put our hands right in the.
Kind of the dangers. I'd assume you cut back like that, and you got guys in. They could get called for that.
Kind of a tough call. I mean, it was one of those things that it was you could see he put his hand on him and then pulled it back off, but I don't think it would have mattered either way.
The Elks actually get 8 yards because the penalty was so far down the field. So it'll be 1st down and 2. We can give Jaden a gain of 8.
1st down and 2.
1st and 2 Elks at the Bridge Creek 29. 5.5 to play in the first quarter. 2-0 the brown and white lead the Bridge Creek Bobcats. Under center, Webb turns, hands it off to Wynn again. He dances forward for a 1st down at the 20, cuts it back to the outside of the 15. Is going to be dragged down near the side, over on the sideline near Denny. A nice gain down to exactly the 10-yard line. It's 19 yards for Jaden Wynn. It's another Remax 1st down, and the Elks are back inside the Big Elk Auto Mall red zone for the 2nd time tonight.
I'll tell you what, Wynn is making that bid to be our player of the game. I'm just impressed coming back, playing with what we think's a bum ankle, and he's looking really quick out there.
1st and goal Elks at the Bridge Creek 10. Tight end sets up right is Church. Wishbone formation. Snap, turn, hand off to Jaden. Cuts it inside at the 5. Ducks his head, still churning toward the goal line. He's stacked up at about the 2.
We're going to be at the 3.
You got to give him the 3?
Yeah. So these officials actually realize that there's forward progress going on. Yeah. And kind of like last week where it was like, we'd catch the ball and get tackled 5 yards back. But that was right where the ball was at, forward progress. Crazy how that works sometimes. Kind
of in between the 2 and the 3, so a gain to 7 for Jaden. 2nd and goal Elks. Call it a long 2 or a short 3. Same formation. Under center Webb. Snap, turn, hand off to Wynn. Jaden dances to the outside. He's got an easy stroll into the end zone. It's a touchdown for the Big Elks. 3-yard plunge by Jaden Wynn. And the Elks lead 8-0 on your Ace Home Center scoreboard. Looks like they're setting up to go for 2 to make it 10-0.
You sit here and watch us flip our tight end, and usually you're trying to do that to outnumber and see how they adjust. They're lining up to the tight end, and when we flip it, they don't move at all except for that one guy slides, the defensive end slides just a little bit.
So the Elks go for 2 to make this a 10-0 lead with 4:24 to play in the first quarter. And the Elks flip the tight end to the right is Church. Wishbone formation, handoff to Wynn. Same play, same result as he dives into the end zone. The Elks have an Endurance Federal Credit Union 2-point conversion, and it's 10-0. The Brown and White lead the Bridge Creek Bobcats with 4:24 to play here in the first quarter. Guys, so far, the right side of the offensive line for the Big Elks has absolutely dominated this game.
Yeah, there's everything going away from us as we sit and as you watch on Big Elk TV. And they definitely film study has been involved here, seeing something on that right side that the Big Elks are having a lot of success against. What are you seeing, Denny? It's
they're
still
just
closer to
crashing
you.
Down. Yeah, I mean, our offensive line's just crashing down, tight end's crashing down, and then we're leaving the defensive end for the backs, and they're just kicking him every single time. And, I mean, we've got a hole, and the first guy that comes up and usually is contact is this corner back here. So, I mean, we'll take that all night long.
Yeah, the one play that we ran to the left was it was a giant gain. It just resulted in the fumble. You know what I mean? I mean, it was about a 20-yard run, and just the end of it wasn't very good.
I really think on that, too, if he would have held on the ball, I think he would have fell in the end zone because that pile was moving pretty well.
Yeah, I'm like Jared. He kind of got knocked sideways for just a second, and it was like he kind of forgot, didn't realize, disoriented exactly where he was, thinking he was going north, and he kind of got pushed east just a little bit.
You're right, and I think that he just lost track of where he was on the field. I think he was closer to the goal line. Again, I praise the effort, and can't really blame him. I mean, he'd make a heck of an effort just to stay on his feet and try to get 6 for his team.
Braulio Luna with the Elite Aesthetics kickoff. Another short high one, far side. It's going to be, caught over the shoulder. Nice job there once again that time. Same guy calling the fair catch is Hudson Miller.
Did he?
Yeah, he caught it.
Okay.
And that's a great kick because it's right in between two guys. And now the first one, it was at the 37, so even if you kick it out of bounds, you get it at 35, so not quite as good. But that was a really good kick. Just pinned him right in the side.
Let's say I finally saw him coming back. I really thought the guy coming up wasn't going to get there in time. The ball was going to be bouncing around.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too.
2 Brad O'Hara, 3 and out so far for Bridge Creek's offense. 1st and 10 at their own 28. Snap back. Morrow looks over the middle. It's going to be intercepted.
No,
I thought Gino had it. Great job by Bowie knocking it loose. I thought Catch had the rebound, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. It was his cast that I saw, and not the football.
He's got an extra finger out.
Intended for James. Bowie might have been there just a tick early.
Close, so close. Man, we need to get some more extra fingers out there to help him pick those off.
Full hand, he'd have had that one. Bridge Creek changing some personnel here. Bo James runs off the field. 2-back set here, 2nd and 10 for the Bobcats at their own 28.
Running a little counter, actually. We haven't really seen. Yeah, here it comes.
Yeah, counter to our side, the near side. It's going to be to to Leonard. Wyatt Leonard across the 30. They give him about the 32.
Close to the 33.
Give me
there by Jackson MacArthur.
And he stuck his foot in the ground and went south. I was going to say north and south, but he went south and made a pretty good cut. But luckily, Colin got just his hand enough, looked like right on his hip, to pull him down.
That's the first real time we've seen him kind of burst into some speed that we've seen on film.
3rd down and 5 for the Bobcats of Bridge Creek at their own 33. And the Elks jump offside.
Oh, we got everybody jump. I mean, our corner jumped off sides. Everybody jumped off sides.
Well, the quarterback he took a step toward the line of scrimmage when he did the hard count. That's going to be hard not to jump.
Really the first time he's done a hard count tonight.
And a penalty will give the Bobcats
penalty gives the Anadarko Dozer flag on the field, gives the Bobcats their first down of the night at their own 38-yard line. They've kind of got a diamond formation here. Morrow takes the snap, hands it off up the middle. The Elks do a great job there.
Fabian clogged the hole as soon as he got through.
Fabian Armendariz, Jackson MacArthur, Colin Church, bunch of guys getting up off the pile as the ball was handed off. I think it was 6, wasn't it, that had it? Peyton Martin.
Yeah.
Great stick. Was that Fabian who hit him first?
Fabian and Colin, I think, both combined to make that tackle. Barbara Dyson Ford, tough hit of the game. No gain, 2nd and 10 for Bridge Creek. Same formation, that diamond formation. Handoff, looking for some room on the left. This time is Martin. Martin cuts it up inside, and Colin Church makes another huge tackle as he cut right into big number 5. And you can put that one on that same Barbara Dyson Ford tough hit of the game list.
2 yards, it's 3rd down and 8.
They could have called holding because Kai brought that. They had a whole handful of jersey just yanking on him right across the chest, right in front of the official.
A gain out to the 40 of 2 yards that time for Martin. Brings up 3rd down and 8 for Bridge Creek with 2.5 to play in a fast-moving first quarter. The Elk City Elks lead the Bridge Creek Bobcats 10-0. This time they'll have 3 tight to the formation on the right, 1 to the left. Leonard on the right hip of the quarterback, Morrow. Snap back, Morrow looks quickly to the right, dances right, now he fires it at the midfield stripe. It's caught for a first down. Chasing him down is going to be Cacigino at the Elk City 41. McKnight, Lathan McKnight with a catch. Gino a little bit slow to get up. The Elks lost McKnight in coverage, and it's a gain from the 40 of Elk City, of Bridge Creek down to the 41 of the Elks. 19 yards and a first down for the Bobcats.
Yeah, he just found a soft spot in the zone, and Catch took him down. His head hit that turf pretty hard. Keep an eye on him.
1st and 10, Bridge Creek at the Elk City 41. First time they've crossed midfield here tonight. 3 tight to the formation on the far side, the left side. Morrow takes the snap, looks over the middle, now dances right. He's got plenty of room to run on the right-hand side of the field, cuts it back up in the middle. He's going to be hit hard after a gain of about 5 or 6.
Pulls it down. It's inside the 35-yard line.
They mark him at the 34, so it's a gain of 7 on first down for the quarterback, Morrow.
The crowd here was pointing at number 5 on the far side of the field. If he was going to make that throw, if he could make that throw, I would be very impressed.
2nd and 3, Bridge Creek at the Big Elk 34. 3 receivers kind of split out toward the hash this time on the left, 1 to the right. Morrow waits the snap in the shotgun, has it. He's going to run the quarterback draw. Up the middle, ball's loose. It's on the field, but Leonard falls on it back at the 35 for Bridge Creek. The Elks knocked it loose, but Wyatt Leonard with a recovery.
We'll make it 3rd down and 4.
He waited for them to commit, and he kept it himself. I can't see who got in there and knocked it out. Was it Catch?
I can't tell if it was Kai Broad or Catch. It was Kai. It was Kai. I just saw the replay over here.
So a loss of a yard back to the 35. It's 3rd and 4 for Bridge Creek. The Big Elk 35, they're going to have to snap it with the play clock down to 12, the game clock at 23. Actually 28.
Kind of got an up right in our way.
Yeah. Morrow trying to get the Elks to jump offside, and they're going to get it. False start against the Bobcats. I'm going to say, wait a minute, how can the white hat throw the flag?
Yeah, I thought I saw the flinch too.
Yeah, the white hat dropped the flag. There's no way he can call an offside at the line of scrimmage. So it's an Anadarko Dozer flag on the field.
The official on their sideline is trying to argue that it was us.
The official on the far side, the Big Elk side of the field, was nearest to the guy that jumped. He did not throw a flag, and then the white hat threw the flag for a false start.
I'm going to plead ignorance on this. Is there not an order of hierarchy here? Is the guy in the white hat, can he say, no, I saw this first?
So here's what watching the near side official talk to the Bridge Creek coaches. He's saying they didn't get into the Elks weren't in the neutral zone to cause them, you know what I'm saying, to flinch. Bridge Creek actually doesn't have to snap at this time as the game clock is down to 8, play clock at 12. It'll be 3rd down and 9 for the Bobcats, and they're going to wait for the second quarter. 0-0's on the board after 1. 10-0. Elk City leads Bridge Creek. It's the Bank of Western Oklahoma's presentation of Big Elk football.
Robin and the Nicholson family at Nicholson Monument continue to serve Western Oklahoma families with compassionate expertise and creativity. Let them design your loved one's lasting memorial at Nicholson Family Monument in Clinton. Contact Nicholson Family Monument today, a name you've trusted for years.
Big Elk Auto Mall has you covered with many professional automotive services like gas and diesel mechanics. Also expert exhaust installation. But one of their premier services is F&S Collision Repair. Just look at what Freddie did with this Lamborghini. From fender benders to major collision repair, they have the certified auto body technicians to do the job right. Plus, the Elk City Athletic Department gets a portion of profits every year. Big Elk Auto Mall is locally owned and located just north of the Elk City Convention Center on Old Route 66. Go Big Elks! Nicholson Monument invites you to visit their website, nicholsonmonument.com. Come by their office weekdays from 8:30 till 5 or schedule a Saturday appointment with Robin or one of her associates. Nicholson Monument Company, their family serving yours since 1956.
Welcome back to Bridge Creek. Just about ready to go with the Nicholson Monument second quarter. The Elk City Elks lead the Bridge Creek Bobcats 10-0. Bridge Creek has a 3rd down and 9 at the Elk City 40, working right to left on your radio dial. 3 receivers split left, 1 to the right. Morrow takes the snap, drops straight back. He's going to be pressured, flushed out to his left, looks to throw, fires it down the middle. It is intercepted by Bowie at the 20, dances forward at the 25, tried to get outside, does on the near side. Look out, here he goes to the 40, to the 45, back inside at midfield, and he's slung to the ground there. Cole Bowie with the interception, and the Elks take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line as Morrow threw it just a little behind the receiver in the middle of the field.
Yeah, Cole turned around just in time to see it. Bobcats were kind of wanting to push off. I don't think that was the case, not at all. He just threw it to the wrong side, and it went to Bowie, who always gives you a chance to return it for 6.
Both teams with a turnover.
Safety.
Oh, yeah, the safety.
The safety.
So the Elks take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line, just underway in the Nicholson Monument second quarter, leading Bridge Creek 10-0. Set up in the wishbone formation. Miller, Wynn, and Garza the backs. Tight end setting up on the left is going to be Colin Church. Pitch sweep running left is going to be Garza. Tucker waits on a block. Dances to the outside of the 50, to the 45, far sideline 40. Cuts it back inside 35. Dances away at the 30. Still going spinning down near the 27-yard line. Huge run for Garza.
30-yard line.
They give him the 27. And they give him the 27-yard line, so a gain of, is that 24 yards? And another Remax All-American Realty first down for the Elks. Garza has had 2 huge runs to the left side. All the other damage done to the right.
Yes.
1st and 10 Elks at the Bridge Creek 27-yard line, leading 10-0. Minute gone by here in the Nicholson Monument second quarter. Webb turns, hands it off. Jaden Wynn. Was that Jaden? Okay, Wynn from the 25 spins down to about the 24. Shortest gain for Jaden of 3.
Gains 3 yards.
I like the extra commentators back behind you.
I think that may have been Coach Josie. Want somebody to block somebody on the right side. 2nd and 7 Elks at the Bridge Creek 24. Tight end left is going to be Church. Handoff to Garza. Garza's stacked up at the line of scrimmage, breaks the tackle, squeezes through a hole. Now dives down for a gain of about 2 yards to the Bridge Creek 32. 3rd and 5.
I'll tell you the difference between the last quarter when we were kicking it out and getting big yardage in that one. Number 40, we were kicking out, and he was letting us open the hole. Now, number 1 was sitting over here on this side, and he stuffed Jaden right back in the hole and was allowed the linebackers to flow.
Yeah, you can see Lathan McKnight making the play without actually making the tackle. 3rd down and 5 for the Elks at the Bridge Creek 22. The Elks try to get him to jump offside. Still have 6 seconds on the play clock. They've got the play change. Snap back. Handoff is going to be to Garza. Garza ducks his head, dives over the 20 to about the 19-yard line. Gain of 3 yards. Going to be 4th and short.
I will say these officials do a lot better job of spotting the ball than others I've seen.
And nose of the football just maybe a tick past the 19, but the Elks have to get it to the 17th. It'll be 4th and 2 inside the Big Elk Automall red zone, leading 10-0. 2.5 minutes off the Nicholson Monument second quarter clock. Webb turns, pitch sweep running right is going to be Garza. Tucker's got a first down, dances at the 15, cuts it back inside. Ball in his right hand. I thought it kind of bobbled. Good job holding on to it as Phillips makes the tackle, but Garza needed 2 and got all the way down to the 13 for a gain of 9. Actually, I guess that's a gain of 6. He needed 2 and got 6.
You know what? His face mask, I think what you saw
Something
the bobble,
moved.
his face mask,
okay.
It kind of got grabbed right there. Not intentional, but probably should have got a flag on that one.
1st and 10 Elks at the Bridge Creek 13. Trying to make this a 3-score game with a touchdown here, leading 10-0. Webb turns, hands it off. There's Jaden Wynn, has a hole, and then it's closed quickly. Huge hit right at the 11-yard line. Making the play coming up from that safety spot was Zach Baxter. Man, he hit him hard.
Yeah, that was a textbook tackle right there. Jaden turned right into it.
Second down.
Not quite the chunk yardage on the ground this possession that we've seen for the Elks in the first couple, but still moving the football. They started at their own 49, down to the Bridge Creek 11. They've got a 2nd and 8 with 8.5 to play in the second quarter.
And still attacking this right side with almost every snap.
Church changes to the left side with the tight end. Snap back. Pitch sweep running that way is going to be Garza. Trying to get to the outside. There's Lathan McKnight again, Denny. You called it on the last one, and this time not only does he make Tucker cut it back in, but he gets away from the block and makes the tackle back at the original line of scrimmage, a loss of 2.
Well, Miller was right on him, and I think Miller was supposed to go to the linebackers, but thought, well, I'll release him and go on, and Tucker or Jaden, whoever was out front, went ahead and ran by him because he thought he was already blocked, and then so he after that he came off the block and scraped down the line, made the play.
Yeah, Church was blocking him, and I think he thought that Tucker was going to cut up inside of him and let him go right to the tackle. Good call there. So it's 3rd down and 10 for the Elks. Snap back. It's going to be a flip out to Garza. The Elks have it blocked off at the 10 to the 5. Garza down near the goal line, runs over a man into the end zone. It's a touchdown for the Big Elks. Great blocking on the outside by Bowie, and was it Slade also?
Yeah, Slade was out there, Bowie was out there. Both had good blocks, and then they had one guy left, and Tucker said, you're not stopping me. So.
And he said, I'm not fumbling it this time.
Yeah.
He deserved that one. I'm sure he felt really bad, but that first time his effort cost his team. This time his effort got his team 6.
13-yard touchdown catch for Garza. It's 16-0 with the Endurance Federal Credit Union extra point pending. Snap down, hold there. The kick is up from Braulio Luna. Looks like he missed it to the right.
Looked like he made it from here, but I couldn't tell that other side. Kind of an injury update on Poole. I went over and talked to him. He said, I asked him what had happened. He said, well, whenever he went down, he fell on his knee. I said, did it go sideways? Did it pop? He said, no. It just. So I think another my doctoring here is, probably a deep bruise, deep contusion.
Yeah, you can see him sitting over there on the side on the bench behind the Big Elk sideline. So the Endurance Federal Credit Union extra point no good from Luna, and it remains 16-0. The Elk City Elks lead the Bridge Creek Bobcats with 7:37 to play here in the Endurance Federal Credit. The Nicholson Monument second quarter. Thank you to Robin Nicholson Williams at Nicholson Monuments in Clinton. Their family serving yours since 1956. Jared, you got some Shannon's custom paint and body scores from around the state?
Yeah, we'll go with 4A1. Cash is leading Douglas 14-0. Wagner 35. Sky took 6. Cushing 7. Fort Gibson 3. Tuttle is all over Chickasha 35-0. Most of these are late in the first and in the second. 7-0. Weatherford leading Woodward in the second quarter. It's Elgin 14, Clinton 0. That one's still in the first quarter. That's what we got so far.
High short kick. Called for, fair catch and made by Tamaro.
There's another illegal fair catch.
Okay, so I saw that something. Why is it illegal?
It
doesn't look like he's giving it.
Illegal catch is one arm over the head, and you're not supposed to do 2. I don't know if it's because of if you're putting your hands up to receive a ball or not.
Gotcha.
So 1st and 10, Bridge Creek at their own 35-yard line, trailing 16-0. 3 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Morrow takes a snap. He's going to keep it, throws it over the middle of the field. Wide open is McKnight. And Lathan McKnight down to the 30, 25-20, 15-10-5. It's a touchdown for the Bridge Creek Bobcats as they ran the RPO to perfection. And it's 65 yards from Morrow to McKnight. And all of a sudden, Bridge Creek right back in it, trailing 16-6, and they'll go for 2 to cut the lead right in half.
I think the whole entire secondary got sucked in on that.
He waited and waited and waited. Give a kudos to the offensive line. It didn't look like anybody was too far downfield. McKnight was wide open. Now Bridge Creek can make this a 1-score game with the 2-point conversion. Morrow takes the snap, looks quickly left, now right, now dances. Now he stops, still looking. Now he fires it to the back of the end zone over everybody's head, incomplete. So it's 16-6. The Elks lead is 10 with 7:13 to play in this Nicholson Monument second
You know, we
quarter.
got to keep in mind, they were, down 13-0 last week?
They were down 13-0 to Cash.
Right.
And came back and scored 30 in a row.
Exactly.
And then last week, I don't remember if Woodward was ever very far ahead of them or even ahead of them. Now, they were ahead the whole game, but it was tied at 24.
Yeah, they've kind of been Jekyll and Hyde the last couple
Mm-hmm.
of weeks. But my point is that Cash game, we thought that, okay, Cash is going to take care of Bridge Creek, and then here comes Bridge Creek with 30 unanswered. So it's just something to keep in mind. I mean, they could be a quick strike offense like we just saw.
Well, and hopefully Conley Poole's able to get up and start moving around a little bit. And because I would imagine with him being out, that changes up a few coverages, depending on what he's doing on that 3-by-1, and that's what they were in. And you could see Tucker Garza running down, and I don't know if he just got confused, Tucker Garza is a headhunter, so he's probably screaming to go pick one or something and thought that he read it right. But I think they saw that he was coming down so hard and then had another guy slide off.
65 yards.
McKnight tees it up.
Get a touchdown for Bridge Creek. 16-6, the brown and white of Elk City lead the Bobcats. 7 minutes and 13 seconds to play before we get to the American Hose and Supply halftime show. Here comes McKnight, low, end over end, aimed it over on the far side. Is that C-High?
Yeah.
C-High at the 30. He's at the 35, still going as he rides a wave of tacklers down to about the 37-yard line. He was almost like he was crowd surfing from about the 34 to the 37 on top of all those bodies. It's a good field position for the Elks. Actually, they give him the 38. First and 10 from there. The Elks have scored on 2 of their 3 possessions. The other one resulted in a fumble at about the Bridge Creek 1. Leading 16-6, 7 minutes and 8 seconds to play before the halftime break. Bowie will split out to the right-hand side of the field. Tight end setting up on the left side is Church, wishbone formation. Under center is Webb. Turns, play action, looks over the middle. He's got Bowie open at the Bridge Creek 40. Has the catch, pirouettes out of a tackle, coming near side at the 30 to the 25. Now he stops, dances, and he's going to be knocked down at the Bridge Creek 25-yard line.
I was going to say right before we snapped the ball, the number 1, Latham McKnight, he wasn't on the field, so I was thinking, man, if we run it towards him, we got a better chance now.
37 yards on the pitch and catch from Webb to Bowie. Just like that, the Elks are at the Bridge Creek 25, 1st and 10 after another Remax first down.
I like how Bowie saw Garza and tried to come to him to create some kind of interference.
Josie splits out on the right, tight end left, and now Church switches to the right-hand side of the formation. Handoff, it's going to be Wynn. Wynn tries to split through 2 tacklers, rolls over. Oh, he tried to roll over the top of the tackler. He gets called down after LeBlanc making the tackle on a gain of about 4, give him 3 yards to the Bridge Creek 22.
I was wondering when Webb was going to unload one. Haven't really seen it. Seen some short, obviously the electrifying one. A little flip play over to Garza.
It's going to be kind of a counter this time. Bridge Creek ready for it. Garza a yard down to the 21.
It looked like number 9, Bo James.
No gain on the play.
Not Bo Jingles, but Bo James came screaming down the line, and we just missed him with one of our pullers.
They actually mark it back at the 23 for a loss of a yard. Did I miss something there? Huh. You got 3rd down and 8. Need to get to the 15.
That's 22.
Snap back. Flipping it over the middle. Catch is made by Bowie at the 10. Downs it at the 5. And he's going to break a tackle at the 2 and get in the end zone for a touchdown. Cole Bowie 22 yards out. And the Elks strike back
There will be a touchdown.
For another touchdown.
Had 3 guys around him.
He had to drop that in a bucket, it looked like, to get over the defender in front of him, but he didn't want to overthrow it.
Well, the guy that was on the corner that was covering our outside receiver, when he saw ball, he kind of just left the receiver when he saw Bowie coming his way.
The Elks are having trouble getting the right personnel in, going for the Endurance Federal Credit Union 2-point conversion. Play clock down to 2. They get it snapped. It's going to be a pitch sweep. Running right is going to be Wynn. Jaden breaks it to the outside, and he gets inside the pylon for the Endurance Federal Credit Union 2-point conversion. And the Elks lead is 18, 24-6 with 5:14 to play here in the Nicholson Monument second quarter. I'll be honest with you guys, I thought you were throwing that ball to Garza.
I did
when
too.
It took off.
I did too. And then there was Bowie catching it around his knees. I thought so too.
Well, and like I said, you had an open receiver over here running the sideline because when Bowie started getting close to him, that corner just came off and went straight to Bowie. I think that was the Muse kid that was playing corner. He's been manned up on Bowie most of the night.
The Elks have ran 25 plays, actually 26 plays, and they've gained 204 total yards, 79 through the air, 125 on the ground, 10 first downs.
There's one of the kids that had been out for the last few weeks, Catch Garrett. I noticed he's back out on the kickoff team.
I just saw 44. As soon as you said one of the kids had been out, I noticed it. I was looking for who it was. He could crack some heads. Luna's Elite Aesthetics kickoff short down the middle this time. Fair catch called for and made by Eli Woods at about the 33 or 34. We'll see where I think they'll block it at the 34. So first and 10, Bridge Creek, all of a sudden back down 3 scores. 24-6 Elk City with 5:14 left to play in the first half. Of course, the American Hose and Supply halftime show, gas stats, gas, text line, and more Shannon's custom paint and body scores from around the state. Pistol formation this time. Morrow awaits the snap, has it, turns, handoff up the middle. The Elks stack it up immediately.
Colin Church just laying the wood.
He's been bringing it tonight.
Colin is like the top 3 of the Barber Dyson Ford tough hit as he knocks down Wyatt Leonard for no gain right at the line of scrimmage.
Second down and 10.
Second and 10, Bridge Creek. We tick under the 5-minute mark of the second quarter. The Elks up 24-6. 2-by-2 formation this time for the Bobcats. Shotgun formation. Morrow takes a step, draws straight back, looks down the middle of the field. Now he's chased to the right, stops, still looking. He's flushed back to the near side, trying to go across the field. Easton Sloan grabbed him from behind, almost knocked the ball away. Good job by Morrow holding on to that one as he sprints forward for a gain of 5 down to the 39-yard line. Bring up a third down and 5 for Bridge Creek.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping. Getting caught from behind and knocking that guy out of there, knock that ball out of there. You know, I tell you what, Bridge Creek's line up front, they're creating opportunities for their quarterback.
It's a veteran group up there, man. You've got Senior Daly, Junior LeBlanc, Senior Suggs, Senior York, Senior Rich. 3 near side, 1 to the far side receiver wides. 3rd and 5 for Bridge Creek at their own 39. Morrow takes the snap, rolling straight to the left. Chased by Sloan for behind. Easton lost him. He flips it forward, and it's going to be in and out of the hands of Bo James. I don't know if he was in play, if he catches it, but it's incomplete and 4th down.
Did Tucker get a hand on it at all? I can't see.
It was hard.
He was flying through there.
I don't think he did.
6'10" Ryan Spangler was in my way. If you remember him, Sooner fans. He flashed in front. I know for sure he had to have distracted Bo James, no doubt about it.
Yeah, I don't know if he got a hand on it, but you're right. I think he heard footsteps.
4th and 5, snapping it back to Morrow. He's going to punt it. Boy, he hits a bomb over Bowie's head, bounces at the 20, down inside the 10, and about the 6-yard line as it puts on the left blinker and goes out of bounds. A great punt there by Keaton Morrow.
Outside of a rubber ball, that might be the best punt we've seen this year.
55-yarder there, and not only that, it went out of bounds at the Big Elk 6. So first and 10, Elk City at their own 6, 3:39 to play. I'm going to have to start looking at the screen.
You just look at the screen.
3:39 to play in the Nicholson Monument second quarter. Elk City leads 24-6. They do get the ball to start the third quarter. So, man, if you could melt away this clock with a nice drive, get some points on the board, and then come out and score another one, you can almost start to feel and taste a chance at the playoffs.
Well, you definitely can't let up on them. Like you said, they came from 30 behind or scored 30 unanswered a couple weeks ago.
Yep. First and 10 Elks at their own 6. Pitch sweep running left is going to be Tucker Garza. Garza dances to the outside. Good block out there by Wynn, but they're going to have a Anadarko Dozer flag on the field, fired on the far sideline.
Yeah, that was pretty weak. Jaden was blocking and just a little bit of tug on the jersey, then he released him, and literally that's the reason why the guy was able to come make the tackle, but they're going to go ahead and throw the flag for it.
If you're going to get called for a holding, it's good to do.
They declined it.
Yeah. It was a gain of about a half a yard, so they'll decline the penalty. It'll be second and about 10.
Yeah, that's smart by them. Get the clock rolling. You get.
Hey, don't let us run another play.
What would we have lost? 2 yards? Maybe?
3. It'd have been 3.
Yards,
yeah, from the 6 to the 3. So it's second and call it 10 at the own 6 for the Big Elks. Offside. Oh, my goodness. Did he not jump offside?
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my.
Sorry, I looked away to find the
Jack Place.
Clock.
Jack Place his hand was almost at the 5-yard line. The ball's being snapped from the 6.5. It's the Elk City coaches to call a WTC timeout. Yeah, they're not really arguing about it. I thought that was obvious. The Elks offensive line did a good job not jumping offside or false starting. Man, that looked like it was no doubt about it with his hand across the 6-yard line, but no flag flies.
he kind of crawls back and doesn't move his helmet. Like, they didn't see that, did they?
It may have been so early that the official wasn't even looking yet. Because the Elks really weren't ready to snap it.
No, yeah.
It is the first Western Technology Center timeout. Thank you to Kathy Corning and Sarah Hirschman. WTC educating people for success with campuses in Burns Flat, Hobart, Sayre, Weatherford, and Elk City.
Back when we played the 2 Texas teams, and you have to start trying to practice the
snapping it.
You got to start snapping, right there, or even just the offensive line to jump whenever they come across the line. So if you practice that for two weeks, it can still be in your memoir.
So it's second down and 10 for the Elks at their own 6. Just over 3 minutes to play in the first half. It's going to be a play action. Garza's all by himself at the 15. Look out. 20, 25. Garza dances back inside at the 30. Spins forward to about the 34-yard line. No, that was a nice job out here. He was all on an island. Was Muse. And Muse slowed Garza down, but it's a gain from the Elk City 6 out to their own 33. So 27 yards on the pitch and catch and another Remax All-American Realty first down. I got to tell you, boys, this feels like the easiest that the Elks have made offense look all year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They've really they're in a great rhythm. Coach Josie behind his great play calls. I mean, there wasn't anybody within 40 yards of that play. Handoff up the middle to Miller. He's going to be stood up right near the line of scrimmage.
I think they've planned to take that run away this game. We did, attacked Weatherford with it. We attacked Clinton with it, and I think they decided they're going to take that one away.
A yard from Miller to the 34. 2nd and 9 for the Elks as we near the 2-minute mark of the first half, or the second quarter, 24-6 Elks. Webb. Pitch sweep running right is going to be Garza. The Elks got a convoy. Oh, my gosh, was that Muse that just ran him over? Goodness gracious. Let's look at that State Farm replay because I think Aiden Muse's pancake block might be the Barbara Dyson Ford tough hit of the game. Garza made it out to the 48-yard line. It was Jaden Wynn and Muse.
Oh, look out.
Oh, it might have been Jaden that just shoved him to the ground. They mark it at the 47-yard line. It was a gain of 13 and another Remax first down for the Elks. I think it was Muse.
That was all Aiden. I mean, Jaden was involved, but Muse gave him the final push.
Handoff, it's going to be Wynn. Cuts it across midfield to 49, and a flag flies behind the play. It's going to be holding on Colin Church. The one time I remember his name was Colin instead of Cooper. It's when he's getting called for a flag.
I always tried getting Cooper to play football. I thought he'd be a good one.
So mark off the penalty from the Elks 47 back to their own 37. Be first down and 20 at their own 37. Minute 38 to play in the first half. The Elks lead 24-6 with 2 WTC timeouts at their disposal. Bridge Creek's got 3 if they can start to make a stop here, and I think they might start calling timeouts at 1st and 20. In motion is Bowie. Dropping back to pass is Webb. He flips it over the middle of the field, intended for Church, and it's almost intercepted. Should have been. Very ill-advised throw there from Webb. Just flipped it up in the middle of the field. Lathan McKnight almost came away with the interception. Incomplete, 2nd and 10.
I know there's a lot of trust between him and his wide receivers, and his wide receivers can make some pretty awesome catches. We've seen them tonight, but sometimes you just got to get smart and just throw it away.
It'll be 2nd down and 20 for the Elks at their own 37-yard line. Cullen was open. He flipped it up in the air off his back foot instead of driving it. Right. You know what I mean?
But, and this defensive line, too.
Play clock down to 2, and the Elks have to call another WTC timeout. Just one left with 1:19 to play in the first half.
This defensive line has more than once gotten into the backfield while Logan's trying to – and he's made some plays with some blue shirts right in his face. I think that time he was a little rushed.
Yeah, honestly, Jared, I was fixing to say I thought it was a screen because there was so many blue shirts running at Logan. So in his defense, you get 4 blue shirts running at you. It's like, well, I'm going to have to throw it or get a 10-yard sack.
Well, I can tell these guys behind us, maybe we should throw a screen.
No, I was the same way, Denny. I thought it was a screen because everybody was back there. And I was kind of looking in the middle of the field, and I didn't see any of the Elks there. So coming out of the WTC timeout, the Elks have it 2nd down and 20 at their own 37. 1:19 to play in the first half. The Elks lead 24-6 over Bridge Creek. 2 receivers split to the left. It's Josie and Bowie in the slot. 2 running backs, Miller and Wynn, and now.
What was the play? Delay game?
One comes out before the snap.
Illegal substitution on the Elks.
Out of a timeout?
12 guys.
We had 12 guys on the field?
Yep.
Yep.
So another Anadarko Dozer flag on the field. What was a pretty clean first half has gotten a little sloppy here toward the end.
If you're Bridge Creek, you definitely got to be thinking about starting to take timeouts, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
The Elks punting into the wind. It's 2nd and 25 at their own, 32-yard line?
And, yes, the wind is here.
And they have all 3 at their disposal. Hand off to Garza, left side, corralled immediately, pushes the pile forward for a couple. I can't believe they're not calling a timeout.
The Elks are content with just letting this.
And now they do.
Run out, but
the tackle after a gain of a couple.
They called it.
They let a few extra seconds go off the clock, but first WTC timeout called by Bridge Creek with 1:04 to play in the first half. The Elks will have a 3rd down and about 23 when we come back to action. 24-6. The Elks have a safety and 3 touchdowns. A couple of Endurance Federal Credit Union 2-point conversions. Bridge Creek touchdown was a 65-yard connection from Morrow to McKnight. It was the first play after the Elks made it 16-0. That cut the lead to 16-6, and then Elk City went down the field. 22-yard touchdown pass from Webb to Bowie.
So far this half, offensively, it's been sandwiched with one bad drive to start the game where Garza fumbled in this drive. But in between, you said it earlier, it's been really crisp offensively.
Well, and here's what's crazy. I mean, that drive was a touchdown drive. I mean, moving the ball at least.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
Yeah, and then this one started at what? The 6? And was out past midfield before penalties.
You got to think, do you throw it? Because if they
clock
still
stops.
have 2, yeah.
It's going to be a jet sweep handoff to Bowie. He's got a convoy out in front of him. 40, 45, 50, 45. Look out. Oh, he was tripped up. Great tackle out there by, it was either McKnight or it might have been Baxter. They called him short of the first down. Clock runs with 50 seconds to play here in the second quarter. And now the Elks call a WTC timeout.
That's why I was sitting there thinking, it's like, man, you want to throw it up, but if it doesn't, if it's not complete, then you're going to stop the clock. They have 2 timeouts left, but you run it, And that was honestly, you think the outside edge has been great for us all night. That was a great call.
That was a touchdown saving tackle. I think McKnight, was it 1 or 16 that made the play?
I think it was McKnight.
Was it? I'd say they were both kind of there, and there was no one left.
The problem is Bowie goes so fast it gets blurry on our screen here on the State Farm replay.
It was actually 21.
It was 21.
Okay.
Just
I was thinking
tripped
21.
Yeah.
I was thinking 20, but when you said 1 or 16, I was thinking, well, it wasn't 16.
Yeah, 16. It was Hudson Miller, 21. And by the way, that was not a very good spot. When we look back at the State Farm replay, he was another yard or two past that. But anyway, it's going to be 4th and 2 for the Elks at the Bridge Creek 44-yard line. Webb, play action, steps up in the middle of the pocket, floats it down the near sideline, intended for Tucker. Tucker's got it at the 20, hammered there as Muse hit him, but it's a Remax All-American Realty first down. Now Muse is slow to get up for the Bridge Creek Bobcats. Clock starts, 40 seconds to play in the first half. Webb under center spikes it. And actually the clock never did start. That was lucky for the Elks.
Yeah, I'll take it. What a bold call. 4th and 2, we thought they're just going to run it. And great for Garza to hold on to that. He took a stick at the end of it.
Another Remax All-American Realty first down, another trip inside the Big Elk Auto Mall red zone. 2nd down and 10 for the Elks at the Bridge Creek 20.
2nd down and 10.
This drive started at their own 6 with 3:33 to play in the first half. Now it's at the Bridge Creek 20 with 40 seconds left to play. Dropping straight back is Webb. Fires it over the middle. He's got Garza again. Hit hard at the 10. It's another Remax first down. 1st and goal for the Elks at the 9. 32 seconds to play in the first half. Clock stopped.
It's going to be an injury timeout.
Injury timeout.
Injury timeout for Bridge Creek.
I think it's Muse. Yeah, it's Muse.
See,
I think this is carrying over from the last play.
Yeah, because he had a hard time after he hit Garza the first time.
Well, now he's
holding his
knee. Yeah.
Dang, Garza, that's twice he got
drilled.
And that time he got hit in the back. We were talking about back issues earlier. That hurts my back.
Hey, while we have a chance, let's pause 10 seconds for station ID. This is Big Elk Football.
You're listening to Big Elk Sports on 94.3 KXOO Elk City. Cool 94.
Welcome back here to Jerry Wallace Field in Bridge Creek, Oklahoma. The Elk City Elks lead the Bobcats of Bridge Creek 24-6 on your Ace Home Center scoreboard. There's 32 seconds to play in the first half. The Elks have a 1st and goal at the 9 with no timeouts at their disposal. Looks like Bryson Muse is going to be able to get off under his own power. Limping just a little bit. He'll be back, it looks like to me, guys.
I think that would be a big blow for them.
Yeah, it would.
Looks like number 81.
Is that Pretty? Yeah, Dresden Pretty. Clock starts. 30 seconds to play in the first half. 1st and goal at the 9. Jet sweep to Bowie. He's trying to get the corner. He's going to be hit hard, but he's in the end zone. It's a touchdown for the Big Elks.
Hudson Miller was the one that came late to blow, but like I said, Pretty was over here at the corner, and he's a freshman. He's a little bit lighter weight, and they just sealed him, and then the only hope they had was the other safety coming across, and that's where they met at the goal line.
Garza and Josie did a great job on the corner. A great job those two guys did. Bowie from 9 yards out on the jet sweep. It's 30-6 Elks. 21 seconds to play in the first half. The Elks going to go for another Endurance Federal Credit Union 2-point conversion.
I think we got a pretty good view of that one with the sideline.
With the sideline cam. It'll be Josie splitting right. Or no, that's Easton. The Elks are going to take a delay of game. Delay of game on the Elks, trying to go for 2, and now it looks like the extra point unit is going to make its way out on the field. This would make it a 4-possession game.
Looks like our backs and our quarterback were backwards again.
So it would make it a 25-point lead, which is 4 possessions.
Yeah.
It's a full 3-possession game now at a 24-point lead, but see if Braulio can split the uprights from 5 yards back.
Yeah, you need to go kick it right here just for a little bit of confidence.
Snap is good, hold is down, kick is up. That would look right down the middle, didn't it? And it is. Great job there by Braulio Luna on the Endurance Federal Credit Union extra point. The Elks march at 94 yards in 3 minutes and 12 seconds. And they lead 31-6 with 21 seconds to play here in 11 plays, 94 yards, 3 minutes, 12 seconds. It's 31-6, Elks. And guys, this is a dream start in a game that you have to win in order to be a playoff team.
Absolutely.
Well, and I was going to say, you say dream start, but we fumbled the ball.
Yeah, on the one.
We let them throw right over top the middle with no, but other than those 2 plays, yeah, I mean, other than that, it's been all us.
It's going to be, over 300 yards of total offense in the first half. I think when I read it earlier, it was 204. There's another 96. So, yeah, right around or just over 300 yards of offense. 314 yards of offense for the Elks. Bridge Creek had 65 on the one play, not a ton outside of that.
You have how many yards Cole has?
We will, yeah.
Yep. We'll get there.
Okay, my bad. Well, I just know that he was 350 or so away from the school record.
3 for 67.
3 catches, 67 yards for Bowie. High, short, calling for fair catch and making it is Morrow at the 35-yard line.
The 35-yard line.
Yeah, he didn't have very many yards last week, 19 maybe. So there's another 66, so that's 70, 85, 85 yards.
21 seconds remaining in the half.
A storyline that I kind of failed to realize is after last week's game, we should have felt sorry for Bridge Creek because Elk City's probably going to exercise a lot of demons tonight.
21 seconds to play in the first half, 31-6 Elks. Bridge Creek has it at their own 35-yard line. 2 timeouts at their disposal. They're going to run to Leonard. Leonard trying to get the corner on the left. The Elks string it all the way out, making the tackle at the 40-yard line. Catch Gino cleaning it up. Gain of 5. Could be the last play of the first half.
I believe it is.
Yeah, I thought Collin was going to get it from the backside, and it looked like, we did a great job just stringing it, and he just kind of stopped, and then here comes the front side backer. So pretty good job by defense stringing it out, and linebackers fulfilling.
Yeah, James Harrell over here on the corner turned it back inside, right into catch as Fabian Armendariz. A little slow to get up, but he's making his way to the locker room. It is halftime. The Elk City Elks lead 31-6 over the Bridge Creek Bobcats. We'll come back with the American Hose and Supply halftime show. We'll have the gas stats. We'll have the gas text line, and we'll have some Shannon's custom paint and body scores from around the state. 31-6 Elks at half. It's the Bank of Western Oklahoma's presentation of Big Elk football.
At Bank of Western Oklahoma, we know what it takes to keep your farm running smoothly. Our experienced lenders understand agriculture and offer competitive loans for real estate, livestock, equipment, and more. We are locally owned and invested in our communities, making decisions that benefit you quickly. Bank of Western Oklahoma, the bank that works as hard as you do. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
From dozer work to hauling dirt and gravel, Anadarko Dozer and Trucking gets the job done. We don't take shortcuts, and we don't back down from a challenge. With a team that digs in deep and delivers results, we handle the toughest projects with grit and determination. When you need it done right, call Anadarko Dozer and Trucking. We move mountains to make it happen.
Hi, my name is Brad O'Hara. My wife Tony and our family live in western Oklahoma, just as the 4 generations of family have before us. We definitely understand the ups and downs of our economy and the way it affects us all. At Brad O'Hara Insurance, we are here to get you the biggest bang for your buck. We have multiple coverage options available and very competitive rates for youthful drivers. Problems with your driving history, having trouble getting coverage? I'm betting we can help. Give us a call at 225-4040 and let us help. We're on your side.
If you don't have motor oils or filters, your equipment's not going to run. If you got something broke, you need a bolt for it. You got to have that stuff. You got to have your greases to keep everything running good. Camrock is the name of the company. We've got what you need for your agriculture or oil field industry, whatever you need.
Your farmer need a hose built. You can come in, we'll build it. Oil field customer will come out and see you and take an order or pick up a hose, build it, bring it back to you. American Hose and Supply in Camrock Building next to Fred's.
It's 2111 South Main, Elk City.
At Shannon's Custom Paint Body, we take pride in our local community and have faithfully served Oklahoma and Texas over the last 30 years. Our vehicles play an important role in our lives, commuting to work, our kids' sporting events, visiting family, vacations, etc. Our mission is to repair your vehicle honestly and efficiently, meeting or surpassing our customers' expectations, getting your vehicle back to pre-accident condition or better. We want to serve you as our Savior Jesus Christ would. In Matthew 11:28 and 30, Jesus says, "Come to me, all of you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." We hope to offer our customers the same relief in times of need.
A message from the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment.
They say you can't put a price on fun, but they don't know what the heck they're talking about. Fun's now $1.99 at Sonic with creamy queso wraps and more. Take that, they. The Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. You know your new favorite burger has hand-smashed patties made to order, hot and melty cheese, and a tangy sauce? How rude of me. Let me introduce you. The all-new Sonic Smasher. Live free, eat Sonic.
Open any Endurance Federal Credit Union premium checking account and enjoy these benefits. Refunds on ATM withdrawal fees nationwide, no monthly service fees, and no minimum balance needed to earn rewards. You'll also receive the exclusive Elk City Elks debit card. Stop by 105 Regional Drive next to Walmart in Elk City. Endurance Federal Credit Union is insured by NCUA, an equal housing lender.
From the classroom to the field, Elk City High School students are igniting sparks of brilliance, fueling the fire of progress in every endeavor they pursue. Whether it's breaking records in the academics or dominating the field, these students are the driving force behind Elk City's dynamic spirit. GAS is fully committed to supporting and fostering the spirit of innovation, because in Elk City, it's not just about moving forward, it's about racing ahead. That's why we're
It showcases their dedication, spirit, and
welcome back to Big Elk TV, also Cool 94. It is presented by the Bank of Western Oklahoma. It is the the halftime show presented by American Hose and Supply. Jared Atha with you at the half. Elk City leads at 31-6 over Bridge Creek. And I'm all kinds of cold up here. We're outside in the elements. It's a beautiful fall night, first day of November. Definitely feels like football weather. And again, we are sitting outside, so bear with me as I'm trying to read the stats while I'm shaking. I don't think I brought enough clothes. Thank you again to American Hose and Supply. Thanks to Brock Calc helping you get back to work. Very nice night offensively so far for the Big Elks. Sandwiched between a couple of drives. The first drive ended up in a fumble right at the goal line where Garza was trying to stretch one in and knocked out. But then Big Elks got into some rhythm offensively, and you're going to see that in our stats. And then they ended the half with a touchdown drive, a long touchdown drive to basically run out the clock and end it with 7. So let's check out the GAS halftime stats. Thank you to GAS and the Williamson family. All gas, no brakes. We'll start with Elk City, 15 first downs so far this first half. Rushed it 26 times for 172 yards on the ground, 7 for 10 through the air, 142 yards passing. So that tells me a very even amount of equal dosage of rushing and passing this evening. 239 total yards. Just one turnover, that Garza fumble I mentioned earlier. For Bridge Creek, just able to get 3 first downs, 13 carries for just 21 yards. They've thrown it 2 of 7, or connected on 2 of their 7 passes, one of which being their only score tonight through the air is a touchdown pass. 84 total yards through the air, 105 total yards of offense in that first half, and they too have turned it over, but twice. They had a safety in the first quarter along with a fumble. 31-6, Elk City leads it. Thanks again to GAS helping us out with our halftime stats. And speaking of GAS, why don't you go ahead and start texting in. Tell us where you're watching from, where you're listening from, 580-225-9698. Love to hear where you are at. And give a shout out to your favorite Big Elk. It could be a player. It could be a manager. It could be someone in the band, a cheerleader. Give them a shout out. We'll give them a shout out for you. Again, 580-225-9698. We'll take one more time out. Come back. We'll check out the Shannon Custom Paint and Body scores, and again the gas text line. Our score at the half, Elk City leads at 31-6. It is the Bank of Western Oklahoma's presentation of Big Elk football on Big Elk TV and Cool 94.
Derek Henry.
Hey, Jake from State Farm. I saved so much bundling, it inspired my workout. Auto! Home!
Okay, and this is Auto again, right?
Auto! Hey, this is my living room. Home!
Bundling, just another way to save with the personal price plan.
The dog isn't allowed on the couch, Derek.
Call State Farm agent Daniel Garbarino in Elk City today.
It's an evening like any other evening. Kids are being kids. Work is being work. But none of this bothers you because the air feels so good at home.
Four Seasons Heating and Air, now headquartered in Elk City. They're your carrier dealer, servicing all brands. Call Wyatt or Tom at 580-225-6518 or stop by 317 North Van Buren in Elk City.
Looking for the perfect grill? Find yours at Ace, because at Ace, the perfect grill comes with free assembly, delivery, and fuel, like the Weber Gas Grill, Big Green Egg Charcoal Grill, Traeger Wood Pellet Grill, and Blackstone Gas Griddle. You won't find all these premium brands and service at a warehouse store, only at your neighborhood Ace. Around the block, what you need in stock, with service so good it's guaranteed.
Owners George and Jim Bob Browning invite you to visit the locally owned Ace Home Centers nearest you, or shop online at elksupply.com.
Are headaches, migraines, or dizziness interrupting your life?
Are you an expectant mother or have young children in need of specialized care?
At the Chiropractic Co., we have solutions for you. I'm Dr. Brooks, and I specialize in upper cervical care to treat whiplash, post-concussive syndromes, and complex neurological conditions.
And I'm Dr. Michaela, and I offer gentle, effective care for babies, mamas, and young kids. Come find relief and support for your whole family at the Chiropractic Co.
Just call us today at 580-339-8078 or visit thechiropractic.co.
So you want to create your future, discover a path worth traveling down, find a career to get excited about. For decades, Western Tech has been training talented, skilled individuals, empowering them to step into a career that fuels not only their life, but the Oklahoma workforce. These individuals are the heartbeat of this state's economy. Individuals just like you. Create your future today at Western Tech.
There have been times when the folks at RE/MAX may have actually lost business because of their honesty. Real estate's a pretty competitive field, but RE/MAX won't throw elbows or fudge the truth. Sounds pretty simple, but they were raised to be nice people. That's helped them buy and sell a lot of property for customers. Of course, it also helps that RE/MAX is the #1 most recognized real estate brand in the world. RE/MAX All-American Realty in Elk City. Take a look at their Facebook page. Sometimes nice guys do finish first.
Great Plains Analytical Services salutes all of the young men and women in the Elk City school system, and they urge each of them to apply the philosophy of all gas, no brakes to their academic studies, their fine arts performances, and their athletic contests, and hopes they carry this right on into their adult lives. GAS also sincerely thanks Elk City school board members for their service and the teachers, coaches, and administrators for their leadership. Let's all work together to make Elk City and America great again.
Welcome back here to Bridge Creek. Still in the American Hose and Supply halftime show. The Elk City Elks lead the Bridge Creek Bobcats 31-6 on your Ace Home Center scoreboard. Appreciate Brock Kalk and American Hose and Supply helping you get back to work. Of course, Camrock keys to the game went very well for the Elks, more physical. It was Denny's, and there's no doubt that has been the case. Time for some Shannon's Custom Paint and Body scores from around the state. Let's see if I can find that. Shannon's Custom Paint and Body scores from around the state. All right, here we go. We have in Class 4A, District 1 action. Weatherford leads Woodward. Woodward, the Elks' opponent next week. It's 14-0 at halftime. The Weatherford Eagles lead the Woodward Boomers. Down in Elgin, the Elgin Owls all over the Clinton Red Tornadoes, 28-0. That was still in the second quarter. And then the other score in Class 4A's District 1 is Cache ahead of Douglas, 27-0 at halftime. Other 4A scores, you got Ada over Glenpool, 26-14. Salisaw all over Stillwell, 49-0. Wagner walloping Skiatook, 62-6. That's a halftime score. Blanchard shutting out Medill, 42-0 at halftime. Cushing doubled up for Gibson in the first half, 20-10. Ardmore did the same to Hara, 14-7. Grove 7, Oolaga Talala is 6. Let's see, you got 21-14 Hilldale over Poto, 34-0 Bethany against Tecumseh, Miami 14, Catoosa 0. Tuttle, who will be the winner of this game's opponent in the first round of the playoffs in a couple of weeks, leads Chickasha 42-0 at halftime. And then McLean beat Broken Bow 48-12. That's seemingly a surprising score to me. Let's go down into Class A. Get some Shannon's custom paint and body scores in Class A. We'll start out in Class A Division 1. Hinton over Cashin 10-6. That's a halftime score. Hooker 41, Watonga nothing. Fairview 49, Sayre nothing. If you're the Eagles of Sayre, you need to start rooting for Cashin, because you need Cashin to beat Hinton. That way it sets up a win in your in-game against Hinton next week for Sayre. Crescent over Merritt, 19-0. Moilers looking for their first district win. That's all the scores there in that district. Let's go down to Division 2. Take a look for the Mangum Tigers. How are you, Jared? You're back. Moreland 22, Southwest Covenant 6. Oh, it's a huge game in Class A, Division 2, District 1. And Mangum has a 1-point lead at halftime, 21-20 over Thomas. It's a big game there.
Some believe Mangum's the best team in that class.
Class A, Division 2.
Yep.
Let's take a look at Class B, Division 1. Right quick, and then we'll get to that gas text line, 225-9698. 225. Where was that at? Oh, scores. What an idiot. I can't read.
It's fine.
Dadgubbit. That was my fault. All right, let's see. Hollis 26, Warrika nothing. That's a top 10 matchup according to Scoredle and our buddy Mark Rogers. 26-0 Hollis over Warrika. I don't have a score for Burns Flat Snyder. It shows 0-0. All right, anything else, Jared, you got?
Score-wise?
Score-wise, you know anything else?
I think you got it covered.
Ceilings whipping them. Shattuck and O'Keene. O'Keene beat Shattuck 70-36 last night. That says they play Boise City. Anyway, those are your Shannon's custom paint and body scores from around the state. Ready for you to hit the gas text line?
Love to. You know what? I'm going to start with the Facebook. I like the comments on Facebook, and they're good comments. Usually social media I get kind of icky from when you get some comments, but
sure.
These are all positive, really cool.
I also got Coach Maynard coming up here.
Go for it. If he's ready, go for it.
When you got him, go.
Coach Maynard, first half was almost textbook, except for one or two plays. Is that what you're kind of expecting out here? Or are you thinking that you would have had a little tougher time with them?
Yeah, I mean, they're a good football team. I don't think that they've got some really good-looking kids. Right now we've played pretty well coming out of the gate. I thought we were a little flat in warm-ups, but obviously we came out and we did what we, kind of the way you draw it up when we'd like to start a game or play a half. And proud of the kids. They had every reason to have a letdown tonight or not show up, but we did. We're here, and we still got to finish it. This one's not over.
Okay, Coach. Like you said, it's hard not to have a letdown right there. They came out though, and they've been playing well. Just keep it up for another half. Appreciate it.
Head coach Zach Maynard there on the Chiropractic sideline. Appreciate Michaela and Brooks Robertson. Paisley Ann, I saw her on Wednesday at the church gathering, the fall festival there at the ECFBC. She was not a fan of balloons, young Paisley Ann. Not a fan of balloons. Hey,
I'm a fan.
Giggles.
I'm a fan of hoodies. I will admit when I'm wrong. It is cold tonight.
It's colder than you thought it was going to be.
It's colder than it was going to be. Okay, real quick, gas text line. We'll start with the Facebook post, like I said, and one stands out. It's Rocky Andreessen. Speaking of cold, he's not cold because
is he in Hawaii?
He's watching in Hawaii right now.
Sorry, dog.
And he's just rubbing it in our face. He's probably watching on the beach with his beautiful wife next to him. Danny De Leon, let's go Elks. Karen Day Haney, let's go Elks. Tyson Tate's watching. Carolyn Willis is watching. Jerry Hemingway, Cynthia Schmidt, Cindy Newton. Got a lot of positive Go Big Elks shout outs on the Facebook.
All right, I've got
page. Go for it. I'm gonna put this hoodie on.
It's been a good night so far for the Red family. Willa Mae and Waylon, Jen and Brady. They're watching the Big Elks and they're watching the Hollis Tigers, both way out on top. Shout out to them. The Windsor family on the back porch. Trell, of course, but then also Tinsley wants a special shout out this week. So hello to the Windsors of Trell and Tinsley. It's only Gigi and Willie Dog on the Garage Gang tonight. And also Dustin Christian. He's ready to see Riley run the ball in the second half. I'm kind of with him. Let's keep this up and let's see Riley Smith get out there and get some carries. What do you got, Jared, on the gas text line?
Well, I got my family watching. My oldest daughter, Katie, says watching, gives me a smiley emoji, and that reminds me to say happy birthday to my youngest, James. She turns 8 years old today, so happy birthday to you, baby. I love you very much.
Hang on a minute. I got a really good one here.
Okay.
One, Daniel and Piper Garbarino, Campbell Garbarino, but also watching with them is, let me pull this up and make sure I have it right. It is newly minted 2024 Prep Nation Slugger of the Year in Class 4A softball. Congratulations to Birdie, Ella Satilli.
Awesome.
Also watching with the Garbarinos with red beans and rice, but she was awarded today. Let me get it right again. 2024 Prep Nation Slugger Award as the top offensive hitter in Class 4A. Ella had 52 hits, hit 464, 26 RBI, 43 runs scored, walked 18 times, 538 on-base percentage, 1369 OPS, 830 slugging, 26 singles, 17 doubles, 3 triples, 6 home runs. Congratulations to Ella Satilli.
Hopefully this score gets more lopsided so we can read some of these texts during the game, but I'll do my best.
We got another 3 minutes. Don't worry about it.
Okay, Andy Macias is watching from the grill. We got the Joys watching from Piedmont and Edmond. Watching nephew Cole Bowie from Hydro and Old 66. Great job, Elks. We got Lane and Alyssa Hargrove from North Carolina. Senora Simon and family watching from home. Chesney and Amber Simon watching in Elk City. Hello from Kai and Marky Kilhofer. Go Big Elks. Back in Washington, Elks are playing great tonight. Go Logan, we love you. It's Gabe and Janice Webb from Tacoma, Washington. Should the total yardage be? It probably should. My math is, I told you that my hands were, I like that. Shout out to thing. Big Elks. That's all it says. Oh, hey, the Big Elks are 31, so it'd be good to see the numbers. 31
Zachariah
play. Zachariah McCulley. I like that. Watching from Elk City on the couch, and my favorite player is Jeremiah Jackson. Hope to get him back soon. Shelton and Jennifer Hagerman watching from home in Elk City. Shout out to Addison Jones, junior cheerleader, and Logan Jones, freshman on the drum line. Grandma Johnson tuning in from Gaylord, Michigan. Go Cole and team watching from Elk City. Shout out to Peyton Silas.
Yeah, it's Chance Silas. Shout out to Peyton, a cheerleader.
Very good.
William
Buoys are watching from Leedy.
It was Will's birthday last week. We missed it.
Oh, my goodness, Will. Happy birthday. Belated birthday. Wayne and Stephanie Poole watching from the back porch with heaters, I assume. Ramon Sandoval, let's go Big Elks. Let's keep this young thing rolling, guys. Watching from Weatherford on the big screen. Got the Reeds watching from home. Go Big Elks. And final one, Carsey, Kendi, and Dion watching from Elk City. Go Big Elks. And course number 44, Catch Garrett.
Yeah, Catch back out there. Also another Go Big Elks from Ed Hughes, and he wants to congratulate his wife, Karen Hughes. Teacher of the Year in the Yukon Independence Middle School, former Elk City teacher, Karen Hughes. Congratulations to her. Shout out to Big Ed. Gigi, there's a steak up at Tyler's house if you guys want that. There you go. Now we're doing PSAs. Public service announcement for the hood. All right.
We really do appreciate the shout-outs.
Absolutely.
And the texts.
Absolutely. It's fun times. Thank you to Gas. Gas text line, all gas, no breaks. That wraps up the American Hose and Supply halftime show with the Elk City Elks leading the Bridge Creek Bobcats 31-6. Guys, what's your Cameron key to the game here in the second half for the brown and white?
I was going to be nice to let Denny go first. You probably didn't hear us.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Oh, okay, go ahead.
What's your Cameron key to the game for the second half here for the Elks?
We got to go out. We got to keep the intensity up, go strike fast, or strike on our first. I'd like to see us strike on our first drive. And shut them down. You know, you got to go kind of shut the door, start working some other kids in, stay healthy.
Yeah, but last shout out on the Gas text line, Ellen and Kaysen Ferguson. Go Big Elks. Their old papa used to roam this field for the brown and white. Oh, Steven Ferguson.
Yeah, I like your stay healthy, because I kind of talked about earlier. Stay healthy for the Big Elks and continue that going to the next week. Maybe we can get healthier for the next couple of weeks to get into the playoffs. So by doing that, you got to play smart. Don't overdo it, and continue to run the football. I think that has set up what Logan's been able to do through the air is the ability to run what they've done tonight so far.
We got a hands team.
I was about to say my Cameron key to the game is be alert on this kickoff, and the Elks have their hands team out there. I like this move. McKnight with the Elite Aesthetics kickoff, far sideline, and it rolls out of bounds. Webb was headed that way.
Yeah, was that Talaferro over here on the far right side?
Looked like Logan.
Well, I think Logan was right inside of him.
Oh, okay.
And so that's what I was going to say is, like, you know, you get some of those young guys and they don't really know, they don't have enough experience to understand
where it's at.
Yeah, what's going on. So that was, luckily it took a right turn and ran right out of bounds.
So out of bounds, kickoff. Anadarko Dozer flag on the field. Jay and Angie White at Anadarko Dozer.
35-yard line.
Appreciate them. Anadarko Dozer. Integrity comes first. It's going to be the trap play to Garza. He's got a huge hole on the right. Breaks a tackle at the 40. Tucks inside another tackler. Tries to break it to the outside on the far side. Jack Place comes from behind to make the tackle, but not after a gain of 13 to the Big Elk 48-yard line. First play of the third quarter is a nice run for Garza.
Will be a first down.
Good lead block, too.
7-yard line.
Was Cotton Sean. Big guy moving downfield. It's been a minute since seeing that trap play. I like it. It's one of my favorites.
Tried to run it the other side in the first half, and it was bottled up by McKnight. Yeah. Tugger McHouston in there for the first time tonight at running back. Handoff right up the middle. Nate Miller pushes the pile forward for a couple of yards to the 49. Question we're getting asked quite a bit here. If the Elks win this game, are they for sure in the playoffs? The answer to that is actually no. Winning this game gives them the tiebreak against Bridge Creek. It evens their district records at 3-3. So either the Elks would have to then win next week at Woodward. If they were tripped up, you have to have Weatherford beat Bridge Creek, and then that does it. So the Elks are in a great position if they win this game, but they're not officially in the playoffs until next week. 2nd and 8, handoff to Wynn. Jaden cuts it back up inside, crosses midfield to the Bridge Creek 49. They're going to give him 2 there, and it brings up a 3rd down and 6. So that's it puts you in a fantastic spot with what each team here tonight has next week on their schedule, but it's not officially punching your ticket until after next week.
Looked like Tucker McHouston was in there for Tucker Garza doing some lead blocking. I think that's his first appearance on offense tonight.
Yeah, the last 2 plays were the first time he's been in there.
Well, back to your point, I like how that makes next week's game mean something.
3rd down and 6, Elks at the Bridge Creek 49. It's going to be a pitch running left. Great block by Wynn. Springs Garza 40. Cuts it outside 35 to the 30, and he's going to dance back inside near the 25 as he's ushered out of bounds there. Jaden Wynn with a great block to Spring Garza on the far side.
Yeah, he kind of took his frustration out from the guy stuffing him in the hole a couple of times in the last quarter, and just came and hit him right in the middle of the chest.
23-yard gain from Garza from the 49 down to the 26. 1st and 10 Elks at the Bridge Creek 26-yard line. 2 minutes off the 3rd quarter clock. The Elks up 31-6 on your Ace Home Center scoreboard. They kind of break the bone this time with Miller and Wynn in the backfield. Snap, handoff is to Nate. Miller runs over a man, and he actually is tripped up by McKnight. He almost ran him over and inside the 20 instead. He's knocked off his feet at about the 22.
Yep, looks like right at the 22.
Right at the 22, so giving him a gain of 4 there for the sophomore Nate Miller.
Looked like Tucker just came off his block just a hair early.
The Elks with 314 yards in the first half. Snap, handoff to Miller again, crosses the 20 to the 15. He's got another Remax first down inside the 10-yard line. So not only a Remax All-American Realty first down, but also the Elks are inside the Big Elk Automall red zone. Great first drive out of the halftime locker room. Nope, they don't mark him at they mark him at the 11. So the Elks can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. 1st and 10 at the 11. After another 11-yard gain for Nate Miller. The Elks methodical on this drive. 3.5 minutes off the clock. 1st and 10 at the Bridge Creek 11. Leading 31-6. Handoff to Miller. Miller's got a block. Lowers his shoulder near the 5-yard line. Mark him right at the 5. A gain of 6 for Nate.
To the 5-yard line, stop there.
Cole taking his defender with him about 5 yards out past the end zone.
Appreciate Freddie and Allison Soto at Big Elk Auto Mall. Scott Brown as well inside the Big Elk Auto Mall red zone. Your one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs or wants. So it's 2nd down and 4 for the Elks at the Bridge Creek 5, looking to start putting final nails in the coffin here tonight with 7:52 to play in the 3rd quarter, leading 31-6. Handoff is going to be to Tugger. McHouston spins away at the 6, down to the 5, maybe the 4.
They're tugging on that ball as he went down.
Gave him a yard. So we 3rd down and 3.
LeBlanc makes the stop after
LeBlanc with the stop for the Bridge Creek Bobcats. This play is going to be snapped with just over 7 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. So the Elks are going to, at very worst, melt off 5.5, 6 minutes here in the 3rd, leading by 25. 3rd and 3 at the Bridge Creek 4. Webb turns, hands it off to Miller. Miller pushes toward the pylon. Is he in? He is. It's a touchdown for the Big Elks. 4 yards for Nate Miller.
Just kept his feet turning, got hit, spun, kept pushing backwards, and just kept on going in.
Give it up to the offensive line. Cotton Sean, Kason Cobb, Adrian Acosta, DeJon Jackson, Aiden Muse. Those guys have dominated here tonight. Actually, is it Luke? Well, he may be in on the extra point. Endurance Federal Credit Union extra point. 37-6. The Elks have blown this one wide open against the Bridge Creek Bobcats. Good snap, hold down, kick up. Oh, he doinked it. It's a doinker for Braulio. You know, I got a text that said, way to go, Aaron.
I was about to say.
I jinxed him in the Paul Jones Drug interview with Zach, talking about how good that Braulio Luna has been on extra points this year, and he's missed 2.
Well, he's been great this year. He's been great this year kicking. It's just, I mean, sometimes you get a case of the yips.
Well, the unfortunate thing is he really hasn't kicked until this year.
Yeah.
And now he's a senior. So we get these guys that don't come up and don't kick at a young age, even if they're kicking in JV games or freshman games, which we need, you know. But if you're not getting those experience as a younger kid, now you're trying to get your experience as a senior. And you're kind of fighting some of those battles as you're going through the season.
Yeah, and this is the first time it's been kind of chilly, isn't it? If I remember right, maybe Douglas was a little chilly. That's right. That's right.
I don't think it's very chilly, but that's just me. Douglas was cold.
Well, I'm not used to being out in the elements, Denny.
Yeah, you guys up there.
That was a 9-play, 65-yard touchdown drive, capped off by Nate Miller's third touchdown of the season from 4 yards out. Endurance Federal Credit Union extra point, no good, but it's 37-6. The Elk City Elks lead the Bridge Creek Bobcats with 7:03 to play in the third quarter.
The advantage of being on the radio and, of course, streaming is we get to wear these headsets so my ears aren't cold.
Yeah, no, I'm about to put my hood over my headset. Luna with the Elite Aesthetics kick. This one's angled further down the field, taken at the 20-yard line, and the Elks do a nice job.
That's Smith.
Riley
Smith. Yeah.
Riley Smith with the tackle.
Ripped through the block and just came down about the knees and just tripped him up.
Wesley Graham on the return. He got about 8 yards out to the Bridge Creek 30, so that's where the Bobcats take over. 1st and 10 at their own 30 with 6:58 to play in the third quarter. The Elk City Elks lead the Bridge Creek Bobcats 37-6. Tight formation, 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. In the shotgun is Morrow. Handoff, sweeping left is going to be Leonard. He's tracked down from behind. There's Colin Church again. Boy, we've called Colin Church's name a ton from that linebacker spot. Gino was there. Jackson MacArthur as well. Gain of 3 yards to the 33 for Wyatt Leonard.
And Colin's been very involved tonight defensively. I think he has a couple of tackles that are candidates for a Barbara Dyson hit of the night, but right here he just bird dogs them.
3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Second down and 7. Handoff to Leonard. He's surrounded by Elks. He did a pretty good job. Actually, that's not Leonard. That was Peyton Martin. He did a nice job to escape about 4 Elks in the backfield to gain a yard out to the 34. He was surrounded by Elks as soon as he took that handoff. Easton Sloan was standing there. Tylen Tate was standing there. 3rd and 6. Bridge Creek at their own 34. Graham splits to the right. Coleman comes near side. James in the slot. McKnight as well. 3rd and 6. Elks have to watch the ball. Don't jump offside. Rolling right is going to be Morrow. Chased by Gino. It's floated up in the air. It's a jump ball, and it is incomplete. Garza and Josie were there, double teaming McKnight. It'll be 4th down.
And catch given chase. Thought he was going to have himself a sack here. And he forced a bad pass. Well, maybe he didn't. He was just trying to float that in there.
We're catching him.
Maybe should have been intercepted.
I'm catching some flack from Corbin Dyson because I'm complaining about the cold. High punt. Bowie lets it bounce at the 34, and it goes straight sideways down to the 33. Not quite as good a punt that time from Morrow as we saw in the first half. So the Elks get another Brad O'Hara Farmers Insurance defensive stop. It's been a 3-and-out basically every possession but the long touchdown.
I was going to say, Corbin Dyson, he's always sitting up in that nice press box of the the Oklahoma State games,
I bet he
avoids
probably drives an F-150 with heated seats and heated steering wheel.
Yeah, I bet he's not out in the rain tomorrow.
Well, did you see they bumped the game up to 2:30?
2:30, I did see that.
And they moved the OU game to 11.
I was getting text messages from somebody that would know, wanted me to relay that information to Jim earlier, but we were eating. Handoff to Miller on 1st and 10. Runs over a man. He's still up now. He's going to be dragged to the ground. Nate ran over a couple of guys at about the 35. Ends up being tackled at the 36-yard line.
So what are they going to put on Big Fox
41.
at 7 o'clock?
Excuse me. It was from the 33 to the 41, 8-yard gain. I have no idea. That's why I didn't think they would change the game time.
Yeah, I know. There's nothing else to fill it with.
2nd and 2 for the Elks at their own 41. Handoff is to Miller again. Breaks the tackle, busts to the outside. He crosses midfield, and he's going to be knocked to the ground at the Bridge Creek 48-yard line. Give him the 47, 12 yards for Nate Miller, and give him the 48. So 11 yards and another RE/MAX All-American Realty first down. Nope, they're going to give him the 47. Nope, they're going to give him the 48. Nope, they're going to give him the 47.
You're just confusing our stats guy.
They were
Cade's over here looking at you. It's like, pick one.
Well, I was watching him. I was watching the umpire try to decide where to pick. Guy on the far sideline had both feet a yard apart and he couldn't decide which one to pick.
Looks like we're getting a second team offense put together over here.
Hand off to Miller again. This time met in the hole.
Oh, he fumbled it. I threw the beanbag. I saw the beanbag fly.
Caven Sugg made the tackle.
Miller got it back.
Nate recovers his own fumble right at the line of scrimmage. Yep, a yard gain to the 46. 4 minutes. 4 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. The Elks up 37-6. A must-win game here tonight against the Bridge Creek Bobcats to keep their playoff hopes alive, and the Elks have come out and done exactly what you were hoping for if you were wearing the brown and white. There's McHouston back in there again. Handoff, Miller up the middle, crosses the 45 to the 44, a gain of 2.
Handoff goes to Miller.
It'll be 3rd and 7.
See our offensive line doing a good job of getting the second level and staying on blocks.
3rd down and 7.
Caught Sean right there. He got back into the secondary and maybe a little longer than the whistle, but he pulled up just right after, so I'll take that all day long, but stop him before
He's been blocking well tonight.
Third down and 7 for the Elks at the Bridge Creek 44. Snap, handoff. Is that C-High? C-High breaks it to the outside, cuts it back inside to the 40,
move.
35, dragging tacklers to the 30-yard line. He's wrapped up and thrown down there on the tackle by Tyson Looney, but Colton C-High with a gain of 15 and another RE/MAX All-American Realty first down.
He's very shifty.
Very shifty, very quick. That's a great move.
You like to see some of these guys, Tugger and C-High, get some reps behind the 1-0 line, just in case you need them later on in the season.
13:56. All right, 13 carries, 56 yards. I was wondering if that Nate Miller ran it 21 times all year, and he's had it 13 times tonight. So he's basically doubled his carries and doubled his yardage. As that time McHouston stood up, he's spinning out of tackles inside the 30. We're going to mark him at the 28 for a gain of 1.
Lightning followed by thunder there.
Gain of a yard on the play.
Don't say that when we're outside on metal bleachers chair.
Well, it rains tomorrow.
2nd down and 9.
Clock churning down to 2 minutes left in the third quarter. The Elks with the ball. 2nd and 9 at the Bridge Creek 28. They lead 37-6 on the Ace Home Center scoreboard.
Outside Douglas game, this is probably the quickest third quarter I can remember this season. This is all because of ball control from the Big Elks.
Snap, handoff, Nate, grabbed and thrown to the ground. Good play that time by Sugg again. Right at the line of scrimmage, and they're going to give him yard progress to the 27.
I've been watching the guys. They've been running in and out for receivers. Easton Sloan's been running a lot, switching on and off a lot with Cole. I'd like to almost see them go up top right here. Well, now he's not going in.
Josie checking into the lineup for the Elks. He'll split out to the left. 3rd down and 9 at the Bridge Creek 28. Wishbone formation. Tight end switches right now, sets up left is Church. Snap. Pitch sweep running left is going to be McHouston. He's going to try to cut it up, and he pulls McKnight forward across the 25. Let's see where they mark him. About the 23, gain of 5, and it'll be 4th and short.
He's doing his best just to get that edge, but realizing he couldn't run out of real estate, cuts it up with him, carries a guy with him for about 3-4 yards right there.
Well, you can tell he's kind of a young runner because he's ball between him and the tackler instead of freeing that inside arm to use for a stiff arm.
The Elks will snap it here, 4th and 4 at the Bridge Creek 23. Webb under center. Pitch sweep running right is going to be C-High, looking for a hole, cuts it up inside. Oh, man, what a move. Now he switches field right to left at the 15, at the 10, at the 5. Colton C-High, touchdown for the Elks. He started right, cut it up, had the first down, then went clear across the field on a diagonal to the front pylon. Seahigh from 23 yards out, and the Elks have busted 40. It's 43-6 with 11 seconds to play in the third quarter.
So quick, and he is shifty. And
it kind of gets lost back there sometimes,
I was about to say, he's not the tallest of running backs, but that's a good thing because he can kind of get lost out there, like you said.
Endurance Federal Credit Union extra point. On to kick it is going to be Braulio Luna. Good snap, hold down. The kick is up. This one looks like it split the uprights, and it did.
The point is good.
Endurance Federal Credit Union extra point is good. The Elks have a 44-6 lead over Bridge Creek. 11 seconds left here in a fast-moving third quarter. The Elks now well over 400 yards of total offense here tonight. 38 yards and a touchdown for Colton Seahigh. Miller's got 2 carries. All right, here, let's go down through here on the individual stats. Tucker Garza, 12 carries, 114. Nate Miller, 14 carries, 57 and a touchdown. Jaden Wynn, 9 carries, 55 and a touchdown. Bowie, 2 for 30 and a touchdown. Seahigh, a couple of carries, 23 yards. Oh, whoa, I got you. 2 carries, 38 yards and a touchdown. I got you. Adding Burton in. And then Tugger is 3 carries, 6 yards for McHouston. Let me see that at back. How do you do the total yardage? Okay.
Well, you have to do it in your head, but you're better at that than I am, clearly.
Total yards. First half was 314.
I think you're probably fixing to see a lot of new faces.
Yeah, I've got the...
So you might want to make sure you got your roster handy.
448 total yards for the Elks tonight. High, short, Luna kick, and it's going to be
trouble.
It's
like
trouble.
Ours.
It's trouble in the middle of the field, and the Elks have it. Nate Miller recovers the high, short kick at the 45 of Bridge Creek. Yeah, that one got so high the wind was blowing it back toward the kickoff team, and that was trouble from the beginning.
I think he just missed it. I think he kicked the tee.
I do too.
And I think the tee's still out there, but
I'm not going to tell you he missed it.
Yeah.
He meant to do that.
It looked a little bit like one of Possum's wedges last Saturday at the baseball fundraiser golf tournament. The sod went further than the golf ball.
And higher.
And, oh my, yeah, we're going to, it's Reese Robbins, near side. Is Talafero out there at the quarterback? Yeah, Wyatt's going to take the snap. Is that Freddie? And then handoff. It's going to be Riley Smith. Riley trying to break a tackle, can't. Gain of 1 to the 45, and that'll do it for the third quarter. The Elk City Elks lead the Bridge Creek Bobcats 44-6. Come back for the Four Seasons Heat and Air fourth quarter. It's the Bank of Western Oklahoma's presentation of Elk City football.
Hi, my name is Brad O'Hara. My wife Tony and our family live in Western Oklahoma, just as the 4 generations of family have before us. We definitely understand the ups and downs of our economy and the way it affects us all. At Brad O'Hara Insurance, we are here to get you the biggest bang for your buck. We have multiple coverage options available and very competitive rates for youthful drivers. Problems with your driving history, having trouble getting coverage? I'm betting we can help. Give us a call at 225-4040 and let us help. We're on your side.
It's an evening like any other evening. Kids are being kids. Work is being work. But none of this bothers you, because the air feels so good at home.
Four Seasons Heating and Air, now headquartered in Elk City. They're your carrier dealer, servicing all brands. Call Wyatt or Tom at 580-225-6518 or stop by 317 North Van Buren in Elk City.
Welcome back here to Bridge Creek. Four Seasons Heat and Air fourth quarter getting underway. 44-6. The Elks lead Bridge Creek. They've got a 2nd down and 9 at the Bobcats' 45-yard line. Handoff, freshman Riley Smith trying to break a tackle in the backfield. Can't. These were wrapped up there.
Go to Smith.
You know, it's nice. You saw our JV game was canceled. It's nice to see these guys be able to get out here and at least get a quarter. I mean, you hate to see them lose a game, but at least they're going to get quite a bit of action right here.
Yep.
Can't get better without reps.
A loss of a yard for Riley. Bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Elks. The Bridge Creek 46. Just underway here in the Four Seasons Heat and Air 4th quarter. Talifero fires over the head of Reese Robbins, incomplete. It's 4th down.
I was just sitting here about to say, I hope they let him run the offense. You know, I mean, you've got your JV team in there. Let them play.
You had Austin Metter at the center position. Jackson Edwards was on the offensive line. Luke Friesen was on the offensive line. We'll get those numbers when they come back out here for the next offensive possession. McKnight set to receive the Cole Bowie punt back at his own 10. Bowie punting with the win. The Elks will snap it on the Bridge Creek side of the field at the 46. Snap is perfect. Cole's punt, high, lazy spiral. Fair catch called for and made by McKnight at his own 11-yard line. Good execution on both sides there.
One of the things that's kind of frustrating as a coach is, you're starting to get subs in, but your special teams, you want to run the same special teams. And these guys that are coming off, they start getting over here and not paying attention a little bit. And then you have some guys start hollering at them, get them back on the field. So that's...
Yeah, they think their day's done, but
you have to stay engaged.
Yes, you got to stay engaged, and you want to be there when, if somebody makes a play, you want to go pat them on the butt.
Let's see, Caxton Sheffield is out there for the Elks on defense. Hey, there's Zachariah McCulley. They called for him at halftime when we got him on number 31 in the corner.
See if he goes picks one right here.
1st and 10, Bridge Creek at their own 11. Handoff, sweeping right. It's going to be Martin, and there's Riley Smith throwing him down.
Good job.
Smith, Lemons, and Catch Garrett all there to assist on the tackle.
That's a lot of good defensive players right there, good young defensive players.
They give a gain out to about the 18-yard line. Gain of 7 for Peyton Martin. Second and call it 3. Morrow takes the snap, hands it off to Leonard, trying to sweep left. There's Lemons making first contact along with Freddie. Freddie Arvizu chopped him down as well. A gain of a yard to the 19-yard line.
3rd down and 2.
Bring up 3rd and 2. See, who's on the defensive line? I'm having a hard time seeing the numbers.
70, 76.
So
57, Jose.
Edwards, Vidari, and Jose Martinez. 3rd and 2 for Bridge Creek. Morrow over the middle. Bo James had it, and he lost it.
He dropped it.
You drop it?
Yeah.
And it's incomplete. The ball hit the ground. Nice job by Riley, jarring it loose. It's incomplete. And the chains they thought about moving, but it's incomplete, and it's 4th down for Bridge Creek at their own 19.
Now, he was looking near side. I don't know if that was his first option and it was covered up, or if this was all by design to go to the middle like that. At first, I thought he was going to fake the pass, tuck it, and run, and then he makes the throw. He almost had the catch.
When he looked out here, I thought he was going to throw it right to McCulley for a pick 6. He was right there in the way. Personnel change. Looks like Bridge Creek is going to bring on the punting unit. Snap back to Morrow. Nice high spiraling punt into the wind. Bounces at the Elk City 43. It's going to end up at about the 38-yard line.
Is going to be down at about the 38-yard line.
43-yard punt into the wind. That's a fantastic punt.
That would have been a tough one to catch, too, if you try, especially we had, I think we had a freshman back here. I think it was Brody.
Brody Egan.
Those balls that spiral and turn over, they just kind of slide right through your arms.
Another Brad O defensive stop for the Elks. Brad O'Hara Farmers Insurance. Every defensive stop is a Brad O defensive stop. Our family helping your family. So the Elks take over 1st and 10 at their own 38 with 9.5 to play. Hand off to Smith. Riley just dragging people forward all the way to the 45-yard line. Gain of 7 for Riley Smith on 1st down. Just a freshman. There's a A lot to be excited about there.
Yeah, it's awesome to see kids like that get in and make the best of an opportunity like that. It's easy to look at the scoreboard and go, I don't have to give that much effort, but he's giving you 110%.
Second down and 3 for the Elks at their own 45. Smith again breaks a tackle. He's going to have a first down. Far side gets going, and he's horse-collared, tackled from behind. And there, the Anadarko Dozer flag on the field flies as Smith broke a tackle at the line of scrimmage, bounced at the outside. I think they marked him out of bounds at about the 34-yard line. So that's a gain of 21. Tack on 15 with the Anadarko Dozer flag on the field.
I was going to say, there wasn't about he just about got past him. That was about the only thing they could do to tackle him.
Yeah, he was gone if that guy doesn't do that.
Yep.
It's impressive. It looked like he was gummed up right there at the as soon as he got the ball.
So the penalty yardage will take it inside the 20 to the 19. So the Elks back inside the Big Elk Automall red zone. 21 yards on the carry for Smith. The Elks have it 1st and 10. It's McHouston, Smith, and Narvizu in the backfield. Quarterback is Wyatt Talafero. It's going to be a handoff to Freddie. He bounces off a tackle, still pushing the pile forward for a couple of yards as he was hit right at the line of scrimmage. Gains 1 to the 18.
And about 2 on the play, 2nd down and 8.
8:22 to play in the Four Seasons Heat and Air fourth quarter. Thank you to Wyatt Eaton and Tom. Four Seasons Heat and Air, your carrier dealer, servicing all brands. We'll have the McDonald's player of the game, the Culver Electric electrifying play, and the Barbara Dyson Ford tough hit at the end of this one. Handoff is to McHouston. Tugger stacked up after a gain of about 2 yards to the 16.
If you look at Bridge Creek's defense out here, it's still all their starters. So these are really good reps for this JV team.
So Deegan Congdon was the receiver, split to the near side. I can't tell. Kingston.
16-yard line is 3rd down.
Oh, Dixon. I could 84. Kingston Dixon. I couldn't read at the far bottom right. Is that what it says?
Yeah.
I was having a hard time because it was kind of in the light, not in the light.
Oh, yeah, blame the light. That's
Hand off to Smith on 3rd down. O'Reilly's going to be drugged to the ground right behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, for our radio listeners, he was not drugged to the ground. He was stopped.
Stayed up, whatever.
Come on. He was trying everything he could to get out of that.
See, I like this. It's a loss of 2, back to the 18, and the Elks are going to try a field goal.
You want, yeah.
4th down and 9.
It'll be a 35-yard field goal from the right hash for Braulio Luna. I don't think they've hit it. Have we even tried a field goal all year?
I don't know the last year we tried a field goal.
With Hodnett?
That's exactly what I was sitting here thinking. Was when
Nike
that was a PAT, though.
Nike Cloud kicked some field goals. Good snap, good hold. Maybe. Kick is up. He's got plenty of leg, and I think he got it.
Look at that.
He did. Braulio Luna makes a 35-yard field goal. Yeah, that would have been good.
That was good for a long way.
It was downwind. He had for sure 10 more yards of leg. Taking a look at the State Farm replay. Our man Kenny dominated over there. Yeah, that's another.
That carried for a while. That was very, very good kick. A very good kick.
Probably another 10 yards, another length of the end zone, or So it's good. 47-6, the Elks lead. And that's, I got to tell you, that's you can look at it and go, they're running up the score. All that is getting a kid a chance to kick a field goal in case they need it for later.
Exactly.
Well, you can say it either way, because if you throw that up in the end zone or you run it and break it in the end zone, you actually score more points.
That's right.
So, I mean, you can look at it either way. Kicking a field goal, you're not going for the touchdown.
So. You're not going to punt it from that
No, you're not going to punt from the 18.
And then if you go for a 4th down, that could look like one thing. But
and, of course, we know that's the first time the Elks have lined up for a field goal in about 3 years.
That was much more bigger than a field goal just for 3 points.
And you have to work on your own stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, who was it the other day in the pros said, this is the pros, get better. So this isn't the pros, but... No. I mean, we have to keep continuing to get better at the things we do.
So it's 47-6 Elks with 6:42 to play here in the Four Seasons Heat and Air fourth quarter. Luna now, see if they let him kick it full. High, spinner, taken at about the 21-yard line, crossing the field. Oh, my goodness, the Elks had him wrapped up. Still trying to break the tackle was Jake Gherkin. Congdon was there.
To about the 28-yard line.
Oh, no,
Is that Austin Box?
Yeah, it was 17. Yeah, it was Box,
He
not
kind of hit
Congdon.
him hard, but the guy bounced off of him. But
Yeah, Box 17 with the tackle.
First down.
They'll 1st and 10, Newcastle, their own 28-yard line. Snap back, hand off to Martin, trying to bounce to the outside. Now cuts it back inside. Oh, he's got a nice run. Ooh, big tackle. Is that Lemons? Nope, catch Garrett. Nope. Sheffield.
I saw a ball go up, thought it was a flag, so I looked over. It's right when they were getting up. But 70 hit him in the backfield.
31-yard line, second.
That's Edwards.
That's a good
Edwards,
hit.
yeah, Edwards had it and then just couldn't hold on. But he hit him in the backfield.
I start bringing a better roster for us. I can't see these. My eyes are too. Okay, here we go. I got it. Yeah. Caxton Sheffield made the tackle. Handoff up the middle. There goes Leonard. His longest run of the game by far. Tackled by Riley Smith at about the 45-yard line.
That will be a Bobcat first down.
Well, that was just a young play because you got two guys standing side by side in the wrong gap. So one of them should have been going inside.
That's who's turning on the lights. Our coaches.
I think the coaches behind us are messing with you.
1st and 10, Bridge Creek at their own 45-yard line. 5:40 to go. The Elks up 47-6. Going to be a counter to Leonard. Oh, nice job in the backfield. Austin Box with a great tackle right at the line of scrimmage.
He just almost doesn't have enough lead. Like he hits them hard, but then they fall on top of him. He is bringing the wood too.
Austin with a chance to be the Robert Ice at 4-7. I'm sorry for Austin. That's going to be Colin Church. He had a whole bunch of them. What is Hunter saying? Is he available to help?
He's tuning in from Stillwater.
2nd and 10, Bridge Creek. It's going to be a handoff. Sweep and ride as Leonard trying to get outside. Chase down. Sheffield made the first contact.
You know what, Sean?
McCullers and also Arvizu there. As it was a gain of about 7 yards to the Elk City 48. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 3.
At the Elks 48
Catch Garrett
line,
replacing Freddie in one of the linebacker spots.
I think they pulled Catch out, talked to him about, he was in the wrong. I think he was in the wrong gap a while ago. Kind of coach him up and then get him back out there.
Jose Martinez is out there on the line, as well as Jackson Edwards in motion. It's McKnight. They flip it to him, sweeping to the left. He's got a first down at the 45 to the 40-yard line. Cuts back inside. Nice tackle out on the edge. Reese Robbins makes the play, but not before Lathan McKnight sweeps around for 10 yards down to the 35-yard line. Actually, about I guess that was 18 yards and a first down. 13 yards and a first down. Goodness. I lost concentration, boys. 4 minutes to go. It's 47-6. The Elks lead Bridge Creek. 2-by-2 formation this time for the Bobcats. Morrow takes the snap, handoff to Martin, and he's going to be hit in the backfield. Breaks a couple of tackles, but there's enough Elks there helping to drop him for a 1-yard loss. Box, Garrett, Edwards, all there with contact on that play.
I want to see the growth of Edwards from this point to the beginning of the school year next year.
Yeah, Jackson just a sophomore. Second and 11 for Bridge Creek back at their own 36. Snap, handoff running right is Leonard. Leonard makes the cut. He's at the 30 to the 20, 15. Nice job by Sheffield making the tackle. If this game was closer, I think that the Elks might have got a hold called against Bridge Creek, but to no avail with 3 minutes to go in a 40-point game.
Yeah.
and that was probably tackled out of bounds there, wasn't he?
Not really.
It was
They
in
kind
the
of rolled.
process of.
Okay.
Yeah, they just kind of rolled. 1st and 10 for Bridge Creek at the Big Elk 14. Morrow takes the snap, hands it off to Martin. Martin cuts it up inside at the 5, now splits it to the outside, and he's going to have a touchdown. He had a hole up the middle, and then about at the 8-yard line, he sprinted toward the pylon. 14-yard touchdown for Martin. And Bridge Creek on the board for the first time in the second half. Peyton Martin, sophomore running back for the Bobcats, makes it 47-12. And they'll go for the Endurance Federal Credit Union 2-point conversion. Snap, handoff, Leonard easily up the middle. And it's good. 2-point conversion's good. It's 47-14. The Elks lead on the Ace Home Center scoreboard. 2:41 left in this Four Seasons Heat and Air fourth quarter.
Curious about next week's opponent. Go ahead.
Let's do an ID. Right?
Let's
do an ID. It's Big Elk football.
You're listening to Big Elk Sports on 94.3 KXOO Elk City. Cool 94.
Welcome back to Bridge Creek. The Elk City Elks lead the Bobcats 47-14 on your Ace Home Center scoreboard with 2:41 left to play on the fourth quarter clock. Go ahead, Jared.
Next week's opponent, Woodward, they are trailing Weatherford in the fourth, 21-0. I'll be honest, that's a little closer than I thought it'd be.
21-0, you said?
It was 14-0 for the longest time. I've always said this, every game has a story, so we don't know, but Weatherford, and this is at Weatherford, so next week up at Woodward in Woodward County, northwest Oklahoma. It'll be the final regular season road trip, and then everything works out.
I
hit the road
think
for playoffs.
Woodward has gotten better as the season has gone on. I don't know if it's just something they're just kind of getting. They're starting to learn what they're wanting to do offensively wise and defensively wise, but it seems like some of the competition's gotten harder and they've done better.
That's pretty good. 21-0 on senior night in Weatherford. So you know that they're not calling anybody off.
No.
These JV guys that are in here, they're getting the same coaching as if they were the starters.
Sure.
You know, I mean, you got to understand that they'll be the guys next year.
Yeah, their time's coming.
McKnight to kick. It's a low roller. The Elks need to get on it, and they do at the 30-yard line.
Down at the 30-yard line.
Is that our man C-High again?
Yeah. I really thought he was going to pick it up and take off.
Well, let's not let him throw it. We just saw him try to throw it to the official, and it slipped out of his hands backwards. It might have been one of those crazy slick rubber balls that Cash kicked.
Yeah.
Yeah, 21-0 Weatherford beating Woodward in the fourth quarter. Elgin 35, Clinton nothing in the third quarter. Elgin's going to be the district champ. Weatherford's going to be second. Clinton's going to be third. And then now the Elks have the upper hand in the race for fourth. 1st and 10 Elk City at their own 30. Handoff to McHouston. Struggles forward across the 30 to about the 32, giving 2 on the carry for Tugger.
So is there any chance, y'all were talking about it earlier and I kind of had my headphones kind of halfway, but so with this win tonight, does that lock it?
No.
So if you lose next week, who could jump you?
If Elk City loses and Bridge Creek beats Weatherford, Bridge Creek is fourth.
Oh, okay. I think, we talked about that in the car.
Yeah. Because Elk City was 3-2, Bridge Creek 2, or the other way, I'm sorry. Bridge Creek was 3-2, Elk City was 2-3 going into tonight. So this evens it at 3-3 with the Elks obviously having the tiebreak as Smith breaks it to the outside.
Oh, it was
fumbled it.
Well, he just ran over his own receiver.
It was hard to see the pile there.
Can that be
was it Congdon that he ran over?
Congdon was out here blocking, and and Riley couldn't figure out if he's going left or right. Just
he did.
He did. We can't make that the Barbara Dyson big head. That doesn't count.
3rd down and 3.
It was a gain for Smith of 5 yards.
Riley's just moving too fast to make up his mind.
He's flying. 3rd down and call it 2 for the Elks at the 38. Snap, handoff. There's C-High. C-High dives forward, and he's got a Remax first down.
C-High had a guy reaching out for him, and he just stuck his toe in the ground and went sideways and separated himself from the guy.
Remax first down comes with 1:15 to play in the the Four Seasons Heat and Air fourth quarter. The Elks will have to snap it.
This is still
one more.
Still their first string, except for the Muse kid that was playing corner. They've gone back with that other freshman kid.
The Elks will have to snap it one more time now, probably 2. Play clock at 5, game clock at 50. Talaferro snaps it, hits the knee.
Elks take a knee.
Let's see when they run the play clock. You're going to have to do it one more time. Tell you what, guys, a fantastic performance here tonight by the Brown and White in a must-have-it situation. They came out and just really dominated this thing from the word go.
I mean, it was a must-have-it situation for Bridge Creek, too. So to come into their place and perform the way that the Big Elks have performed is even more impressive. Because this isn't a team that's just here because they've been eliminated and they just have to play the game in Bridge Creek. They needed this one, too. And Elk City, it feels like for the first time, a couple times this year, they put together a complete game from start to finish.
That'll be the final
Reese
play
Robbins
of the
is
game.
just shaking his head as everybody was standing there knowing it was going to be a snap and hit a knee. And big 66, Case and Rich just laid into it. He pushed him back about 8 yards, and Reese just kind of looked at him and shook his head and walked off. That was great. Final score, the Elk City Elks defeat the Bridge Creek Bobcats 47-14. We'll come back with the Gas postgame show, Gas postgame stats, players of the game, and more. It's the Bank of Western Oklahoma's presentation of Big Elk football.
A United States financial management consulting group has just named the Bank of Western Oklahoma as one of its top 10 banking institutions in Oklahoma. This designation was awarded because of their superior customer service, organizational skills, and their compliance with state and federal banking regulations. Just another reason you should trust and do business with the Bank of Western Oklahoma, with locations in Woodward, Vici, Gary, Cordell, Weatherford, and Elk City. The Bank of Western Oklahoma, where people really do come first. Member FDIC.
Great people give customers a great experience. Our master technicians have the best training there is in auto repair. We have more master techs than any dealership in the area. The transport team is happy to come get your vehicle, have it serviced, and bring it back to you for a no-hassle oil change. The finance department and sales team make it easy for you to buy the vehicle you want, and the office staff does the admin work necessary to take care of our customers. These great people are the Barbara Dyson difference.
At Culver Electric, we provide top-tier electrical services, ensuring your home and business are powered with excellence. From routine maintenance to full-service installations, our expert team ensures your electrical systems operate seamlessly. We are your trusted Generac and Kohler dealer, offering installations that guarantee reliability when you need it most. Contact us today to experience the Culver Electric difference.
You love McDonald's world-famous fries, and now every fry you buy sends love to families in our community with ill or injured children. Penny for a Pound means your local McDonald's is donating 1 penny for every pound of fries sold, all to benefit local RMHC chapters. 116 million pounds of McDonald's world-famous fries have been sold, raising over $1.16 million for Ronald McDonald House Charities, Oklahoma City. Share your love of fries today, because every penny counts.
McDonald's in Weatherford, Clinton, and in Elk City, proudly owned and operated by the Phillips family.
At GAS, we're committed to fostering the achievements of the next generation. Through the Elk City Public Schools extracurricular activities, we're nurturing talent and inspiring excellence. Our My Future benchmark testing program empowers students to reach new heights, unlocking their full potential and preparing them for a bright future. Join us in supporting our youth, because their future is our mission. GAS, powering the dreams of tomorrow, today.
Welcome back here to Bridge Creek. Welcome back here to Bridge Creek. Bank of Western Oklahoma's presentation of the Big Elk football. The Elks defeat the Bobcats 47-14. Denny's down on the chiropractic coach sideline with, is that Max and Coach Maynard?
Yeah, Coach Maynard had to do the most important thing. His son come run up to him. Coach, great job tonight. Your kids played hard, come out with a little bit of intent of take care of business. You've done a great job of putting yourself not quite securing it if Bridge Creek was to beat Weatherford and some other things happen, but for the most part, I feel like you're in. you got a lot of extra kids in tonight too, and you know that's good moving forward. What do you got to talk about them?
Yeah, you know, we did exactly what we hoped to do. Come out and beat a decently solid opponent, and handled business, threw the ball well, ran the ball well, played great defense all night long. Special teams looked better for the most part, and young guys got to get in and really show some good promise there. They never really took up their ones, and our twos still really played well, and it's about as good. It's about as complete of a game as we've played all year against. Like I said, not a slouch, not a walkover.
No, like you said, we talked about that. Your JV guys got to go against basically their varsity for a full quarter. That's very important for them. What are you looking forward to next week? No, you still. I mean, it's a rival game. We still have to go take care of our business. But what are you kind of expecting?
We'll take care of business. Go into the playoffs with a full head of steam. Finishing district play on a really high note. Obviously learning from mistakes from earlier in the year, still pushing and grinding and having some new wrinkles and really just having fun when it comes to be November in Oklahoma. There's not a better feeling than being in the playoffs and having the opportunity for your season to just be extended.
Coach, I appreciate it. Congratulations tonight and good luck.
Thank you.
Head coach Zach Maynard down on the chiropractic coast sideline with our sideline reporter Denny Gino. Jared, you got the gas stats for us?
Yes, thank you again to the Williamson family and Gas for helping us out with our stats. Let's check out some team stats before we look at individual stats. Elk City, pretty good offensive night tonight. 23 first downs. They rushed it 56 times as a team for 326 yards on the ground. Threw it 11 times, connected on 8 of them, 142 yards through the air, 468 total yards. That's pretty dang good. Only turned it over one time. For Bridge Creek, 7 first downs, carried it 26 times, barely over 100 yards at 104. 2 of 9 throwing for 84 yards, 1 touchdown thrown, and 188 total yards of offense. They did turn it over twice, 1 for a safety, and the other one was the fumble. Interception. Bowie's interception, thank you. Speaking of which, let's check out some individual stats for Elk City. We'll start with the rushing game. There's a lot of it. Nate Miller, 14 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown. Tucker Garza, 12 carries, 114 yards total for him. No touchdowns. Had that fumble. He had the 2-point conversion. No, he had the touchdown, didn't he?
No, he didn't score a touchdown.
He had a touchdown down.
Pass.
He ran
it was
over.
the pat. That was a pass. It felt like a long handoff, but that was a pass. But, he had that one fumble, but it didn't really hurt the Big Elks. Jaden Wynn, 9 carries for 55 yards and a touchdown. Cole Bowie, 2 carries, 30 yards and a touchdown. Seahigh, 2 carries for 26 and a touchdown. It's not Burton, it's
Seahigh. Adam, you got to add Seahigh.
Oh, I see.
Burton. Yeah,
so
3 carries.
So it's 3 carries for 41 yards and a touchdown. Smith, 6 carries for 12 yards. McHouston, 5 carries for 10. Aruzo, 1 carry for a yard. Talaferro, a couple carries, no.
Just took knees.
Just took knees there, that's right. Passing, Logan Webb, 7 of 10 for 142 yards, a couple touchdowns through the air. Talaferro, 1 for 1 tonight.
0 for 1.
0 for 1?
Yeah, he threw it over the guy's head on the to Reese. It's all right.
Okay.
Close enough.
Yeah, okay.
Gotcha.
All right, I won't blame Kate on that one. And receiving the ball tonight, Tucker and Cole were great. Tucker Garza, 5 catches, 75 yards and a touchdown. Cole Bowie, 3 catches, 67 yards and a touchdown. I like, Aaron, the balance of the offense. I at halftime it was balanced. Of course, you kind of shifted to more of a ground game oriented ground game attack in the second half for obvious reasons. You had a lead. You want to milk that clock down, get out of here with the win. Didn't have to throw it. But I thought the running of the football set up the pass, as the old saying goes. And this is the most crisp I've seen this offense all season long, and that's really, really comforting to say in Week 9, excuse me.
No
doubt. As we get closer to the end of the year.
No doubt. Most complete performance against a good team. I don't think there's any doubt about that. Let's take a final timeout. When we come back, we'll have the players of the game tell you where we'll be next week and more. The Big Elks defeat the Bridge Creek Bobcats 47-14. It's the Bank of Western Oklahoma's presentation of Big Elk football.
Our Western roots run deep at the Bank of Western Oklahoma. We believe a handshake truly is a binding contract, and that by working together, we can all prosper. We are proud to have 3 generations working with you at the Bank of Western Oklahoma, because here, people come first. Learn more about the benefits of banking locally at bankofwesternoklahoma.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Robin and the Nicholson family at Nicholson Monument continue to serve Western Oklahoma families with compassionate expertise and creativity. Let them design your loved one's lasting memorial at Nicholson Family Monument in Clinton. Contact Nicholson Family Monument today, a name you've trusted for years.
From dozer work to hauling dirt and gravel, Anadarko Dozer and Trucking gets the job done. We don't take shortcuts, and we don't back down from a challenge. With a team that digs in deep and delivers results, we handle the toughest projects with grit and determination. When you need it done right, call Anadarko Dozer and Trucking. We move mountains to make it happen.
Big Elk Auto Mall has you covered with many professional automotive services like gas and diesel mechanics. Also expert exhaust installation. But one of their premier services is F&S Collision Repair. Just look at what Freddie did with this Lamborghini. From fender benders to major collision repair, they have the certified auto body technicians to do the job right. Plus, the Elk City Athletic Department gets a portion of profits every year. Big Elk Auto Mall is locally owned and located just north of the Elk City Convention Center on Old Route 66. Go Big Elks! Nicholson Monument invites you to visit their website, nicholsonmonument.com. Come by their office weekdays from 8:30 till 5 or schedule a Saturday appointment with Robin or one of her associates. Nicholson Monument Company, their family serving yours since 1956.
Welcome back here to Bridge Creek, Jerry Wallace Field. Bank of Western Oklahoma's presentation of Big Elk football. The Elks win tonight 47-14 over the Bridge Creek Bobcats. Run the record now to 4-5 and even 3-3 in Class 4A's District 1. And now just one win shy of a 5th straight playoff berth. They can get in without winning next week against Woodward, but might as well go ahead and beat the Boomers and then don't have to worry about anything from there. It's time for our players of the game. We'll start out with our Culver electrifying play of the game. It was on the first drive, the first third down of the night, and it was an unbelievable catch by Cole Bowie. The Elks needed a few yards, and he just put his right paw out there. The opposite, it's not his dominant hand. He's a lefty, but he put that right paw out there, caught it for a first down that the Elks then moved it down. They ended up fumbling on that possession, but that was a good sign of what things to come there tonight.
I didn't think he was going to use his other hand at all. He brought it down and kind of just
snugged it.
But, yeah, that was a heck of a play.
The Barbara Dyson Ford tough hit. This guy made a whole bunch of these tonight, and it was linebacker, senior number 5, Colin Church. This one here, let's see, he's playing the linebacker. I think he just goes flying in there, and just a perfect form tackle as you see it down on the side. Yeah, turned him back in, and he just perfect tackle. There could have been like literally 3 or 4 different ones.
We've said his name a lot tonight.
For Colin. And then the McDonald's players of the game tonight is the Big Elk offensive line. 326 rush yards tonight, 4 rushing touchdowns, a couple of 2-point conversions that were on the ground as well. So the offensive line for the Elk City Elks, the unit that to me has by far and away made the most improvement throughout the year. Give them the McDonald's player of the game tonight. The O-line did a great job, not only rushing the football, 326, passing it for around 150, kept Logan clean throughout the entirety of the night. So the O-line is the McDonald's player of the game. Denny, give us your final thoughts from the chiropractic coach sideline.
I feel like we came out and did exactly what we needed to do, getting ready to go into the playoffs. Coming off that loss from Weatherford, it could have gone south pretty easy, but just coming out. Just from the first snap of the game and playing with excitement, go and play, being physical, and then now going into Woodward, knowing it's a rival game. You said earlier, there's no reason to go lose that game going into playoffs. You need to go win that game.
Jared, what are your final thoughts tonight?
Yeah, I kind of gave them earlier. I just thought this was the most complete game offensively and defensively. Defense played well. We've seen all season long, and that's very encouraging this late in the season. Next week still means something. I'm kind of glad you corrected me. I just thought this was a win and you're in, but I like too that next week still means something, and Woodward has turned into that rival over the seasons, and this I like that we can go up there and play them for purpose and not just to go through the motions. So very, very pleased with tonight's result.
Great win tonight for the Elk City Elks. They defeat the Bridge Creek Bobcats 47-14. Thank you to Caleb McConnell down on the Circle A Western Wear sideline. Cam, Deanie Gino, the chiropractic co-sideline reporter. Our man Kenny Kluth, he was right beside us tonight. We had to brave the elements with him. He did a great job as the eye in the sky. Kate Sanford, obviously, with those gas stats, was phenomenal as well. Jared Atha, as always, just perfect on the graphics. I don't care what anybody says. One final time from Jerry Wallace Stadium.
Good job, you too.
The Elk City Elks defeat the Bridge Creek Bobcats 47-14. We'll be in Woodward next week for a win and you're in playoff spot. Thank you to the Bank of Western Oklahoma. This has been Big Elk Football.
Thank you for tuning in to this presentation of Elk City Athletics, presented by the Bank of Western Oklahoma, where people come first. Big Elk TV are a part of the Paragon Communications Network, and any distribution or rebroadcast without permission is strictly prohibited. Paragon Communications is owned and operated by Blake Brewer. General Manager is Gabe Edney. Sports Director, Sean Wilson. Once again, thank you for tuning in. Until next time, go Big Elks.